And that would be the cue. Welcome to episode 3 of Critting After Dark. Before we get going, there are no real announcements, at least I can think of, but I'm sure I'll be interjected with shortly if there are. But as always, the VOD for today will be up on YouTube on Wednesdays. Check all of the links below for all information where you can contact us and find out more content. Before we start, we will go around and introduce everybody real quick. Start with Kyle.
I'm Kyle. I am playing Kyron, the human barbarian.
I'm Ira. I'm playing Dwell, the elven rogue.
I'm Asher playing Wayne, the human bard.
All right, short, quick, to the point. Let's get started with a recap over the previous session. The party attempted to gain access to the city of Cidaris, but were denied due to a recent lockdown caused by the storm and portal in the sky. A shadowy figure made them an offer of royal passes of entry in exchange for finding some stolen letters by a local band of fallen soldiers. On the way, upon meeting a knight errant and his squire about to hang a local member of the band, Wayne intervened, and with the help of their new recruit, Anselm, they were able to take down the band and find the letters. They were also able to find the woman they were searching for in the first place, Genevieve, or so she says, and also stumble across a mysterious staff. As the sun fades rapidly over the horizon, decisions will need to be made. All right, so y'all were in this little, as y'all can see on the screen there, the remnants of this camp, and what are we going to do?
Wait,
So,
quick question. Who the
Yeah.
F is this dude? He's
That
new.
That is Anselm.
Oh, okay.
And-
Gotcha. So
yeah.
artwork came in. Got it.
The artwork came in, and the one person next to you, and if you have her nameplates on, you can actually see her real name.
I don't think I have Gen-
Yeah, and so those are, the artwork came in. That is, for now, Genevieve, and that is Anselm up there. So yeah, they are officially in the game now.
Gotcha.
yeah, because they didn't really exist before.
Right.
Am I
They
right?
kind of only existed partially. Now they're official. It's
Anyway.
canon now.
Anyway,
All right, so what y'all gonna do?
I guess we'll head back towards Cidaris, right?
Those the letters you got there, Kyron? Is it even worth bringing them back in? Hey, sorry, what was your real name, Genevieve?
Again, Genevieve was just a name I used for cover. My name is Reyna.
Would you rather I call you Reyna?
Yes, that'll work for now.
Do you have a way into the city?
I have a way for me into the city, but I'm not sure I can speak. But is there a reason why you cannot get into the city?
It's all locked down with the shenanigans with the storm and the lights coming out.
Right, well, I can get in myself. I'm not sure if I can get you three in, but we must make haste back to the city, as it will be dark soon, and, well, I suppose the roads are safer now, but they're still not safe.
Guess we got to stop and drop these letters off. To our contact at the inn.
Yeah. Suppose we ought to get going then.
Why were you after the staff, though, is what I'm wondering now.
Oh yeah, the staff. Blew that man in half. Holy crap.
In half, more like 2 million tiny pieces.
You sure you want to carry that around on us, given what it just did to this guy? I mean, it's better than leaving it, I guess.
Pretty sure that
Just,
I'm pretty sure that staff already belongs to somebody, right? Kind of looking at Reyna.
Yes, I assume that staff is maybe what came out of the sky. Did y'all see that happen?
Wait,
We did.
it's not
Yeah.
yours.
Sky.
Wait,
Oh,
this,
yeah,
we had a front row seat for that one.
Okay, well, that is why I headed out to this area. It was a yellow streak, and that is yellow in nature. If you will not carry it, I will. We need to get the staff back to the city. And so she goes over there, and she picks up the staff. And as she picks it up, again, you just kind of see where it just starts to pulsate and it starts to glow. And she kind of just has this, like a shuddering almost of it. And she drops it back on the ground and then looks around the camp and grabs this kind of like blanket and wraps it up in the blanket and then kind of like just carries it that way. And then looks back kind of to you all. He's like, again, we must get moving. And when she does that, Anselm, being the good little soldier that he is now, kind of comes up to y'all and he points kind of this little collection on the ground and says, I kind of gathered up all the stuff here that might be good. And it is 37 gold, 16 silver, 10 copper, 2 explosive seeds, 2 torches, 10 pieces of chalk, a signal whistle, a small sack of flour,
Holy moly.
and 5 masks. And I will put that in. You want me to put that in the loot one? I got you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm like trying to
Yeah, no,
transcribe
no.
this. I'm like, oh god, why is he
I
speeding
know.
up?
Well, I started going slow, and I'm like, dumbass, just copy and paste it. Okay, so everything's in there.
Okay. All right. Well, we can sort that out later. Though I'll definitely need me one mask.
5 masks.
You can't highway rob without mask, right?
That's true, yeah.
Well, you can.
I mean, if you plan on killing them, then you can. But
And yeah, Anselm is like, yeah, there were times we used these masks.
that's good. You guys didn't kill all your victims then.
Yeah, and he grabs one of them that's obviously his and kind of stashes it.
Do I notice anything about the mask? Like any characteristics of the mask that makes it his?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
All right.
Yeah, there was nothing really special.
wanna-
It's just
It just smells like his.
Yeah, pretty much. He's mocked it. All right, so y'all heading back?
Yeah, though before we do, I'd like to talk to Anselm. Anselm, so I think we have to talk, you and me. Well, and the rest of the group, I suppose, about what to do with you.
Okay. Well, like I told you before, I'm here as long as you will have me.
Right. The thing I'm concerned about is that, well, you've been with these people for some time, and at the drop of a hat, you essentially turn coat, which obviously makes me wary of you. You understand why, right?
No, I do. I completely understand that, but again, are you a religious man of any sort,
No.
Wayne? Okay. Well, I never really was either. But again, standing on that block with the rope around my neck, something has come over me. I think
You've seen
a
the
cleric
light.
we've robbed before called it an epiphany. But there's a clarity, if you will, that what I did was wrong, what I was doing was wrong, and yes, I suppose turning on them was probably wrong as well, but from this moment forth, I will do no more harm to people. And you can see he's actually holding a book, and you can kind of just make out that it's basically like writings of Melitli. And he kind of like clutches that book and is saying like, I plan on devoting my life to only helping people. And should you need the help, I will gladly help you as long as you will have me.
Wow. That's very uplifting, Ansel. And you know what? Just leaving you be, I mean, that's fine with me. Just to spite that old knight, you know how it is.
Yeah, I've never really met a knight that was, well, as knightly as they're supposed to be. But I don't know. But again, I will gladly accompany you to Cidaris, and should you change your mind, you can let me know there. But and at this point, Reyna kind of comes and interjects and was like, "You all can have this conversation on the way. We need to go." And she starts to take off.
Sure.
I follow
well,
her.
We can say we were walking and talking.
Okay, walking and talking.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anselm just kind of walks and is just kind of opening this book and thumbing through it, kind of looking.
Can I look at the book and just kind of see what it's about, what kind of book it is?
Yeah, it's a book that says it's like a writings of Melitele. And you vaguely know her as, again, one of the major cult religions of the continent, the major one of the Northern Realms.
Yep.
Melitele. Yeah.
Ah, damn. I actually forgot what she's. I mean, I know what she's about on the surface level, but I kind of forgot. Well, sure. I'll find at some point, and some will enlighten me. So, no problem.
So, Anselm, what does your book say about elves?
There's it's not really much about elves. It's more or less just moral teachings, philosophy of the priestess Melitele. I should say the deity Melitele. I guess I have a lot to learn. Yeah, I was actually going to wait until we got back to Cidaris, but seeing as how we're on the way here, if you have any kind of points to again Wayne, because again at this point he's looking at Wayne as like basically anything he asks, you're going to have to okay it. He's like, I know there's a temple and a shrine to Melitele in there, and I'd like to visit it when we get back. And if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay, but yes, what was your name again? And he points to you, Dewell.
My name's Dewell.
Okay, got it. So far it hasn't really mentioned anything about elves, but I'm not sure if it'll really delve into it. But I will mark that down and I will let you know as well.
Thanks.
All right. Heading back, y'all good or?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so y'all make y'all's way back to Cidaris, and by the time you get to that outskirts there, and let's put y'all on it. There you go. By the time you get out to Brightwater, it is nighttime. So it's whatever, 8, 9 o'clock at night. The sun is set. And as you get there, there's torches kind of lighting the way there. Again, a very beaten down area. There's a lot of people. You call them refugees, call them whatever, kind of on the outskirts. So as you walk up, it is evident that there is still a lockdown in progress. And you make your way, and you kind of see that Merry Chimera, that tavern, as y'all approach it.
Hey, let's go in and find this guy then. Give him back his letters.
All right. So you go into the tavern, and it's a little bit more populated than was before. There's a lot of people drinking, some people eating. Most of the tables are filled up, but you kind of just glance around the room real quickly, and you kind of make eye contact. Dewell is you, because you're the one really looking around. You make eye contact with that shadowy figure of that guy. And when you make eye contact, he gets up and just kind of starts walking towards, and again, like motions to go behind the bar. And he goes behind the bar and goes into that little room again.
All right, let's follow that.
We'll go. Right now, are you following us, or are you just using your way, whatever it is?
when she gets there, she kind of asks again, like, are you going to be able to get into the city?
Probably.
Okay. Well, if you do, I will be at the Mages Guild. And the staff here, it is of most importance. You have shown what you are capable of, and if you would please check with there as soon as you can. We will see what this may be and what it may mean.
Okay. Catch you there then.
All right, so she
Hopefully.
takes off and leaves. All right, when you get in that little room with the guy, he kind of just again is looking around, making sure nobody's, eavesdropping in that sense. Did you find them?
We did. And I hand over the letters.
Okay. He kind of looks through them, checks the seal, kind of makes sure it's not broken, and just nods. These do seem to be in order. That is exquisite work. What exactly happened?
Does it really matter?
Does this matter? Yeah.
They were hidden in a camp, and we snuck in and grabbed them.
Okay. Are they still around?
No one's coming after you. Rest easy.
Okay. My line of work, I think I know what that means. Okay. Here, and he goes and he has this little satchel, and he pulls out these 3 pieces of parchment, and he kind of opens one up, and he shows it to you, Wayne, and he hands it to you, and you just kind of peruse it, look through, and it says, by royal order of King Ethian of Cidaris, grants this user access to this city and all local whereabouts. Basically stuff like that. And it's signed kind of at the bottom with the royal seal on it. And he says, here are 3 of these. They should grant you access into the city. And he hands them over.
Thank you.
All right.
I look at Wayne and say, do we need a 4th for your friend?
Ah, fuck. Right, you wouldn't happen to have a 4th one lying around for no real reason, would you?
I mean, they're not that easy to get. Then Ansel kind of comes up. He's like, how much would it cost to get one? The guy goes, well, it might take a little bit depending on the amount, but I would say no less than 100 gold.
Holy fuck.
And Anselm just kind of reaches in, kind of pulls out this sack and just throws it to him and just goes, there, I don't need it anymore. And it's like a pretty large sack, and the guy kind of grabs it, looks through it, kind of weighs it up in his hand. And it's like, well, I don't think this is 100, but I suppose it will do. Just a moment. And he goes out the back, leaving y'all 4 alone.
I don't think he's coming back.
Did he leave the gold with us?
No.
He took the gold and he's leaving?
You got shook down.
Well, we can wait if... I mean, just look at it this way. You all can enter the city now. Are you going to meet Reyna at the Mages Guild?
We've got something to do there.
Okay. I'll be staying here at the inn regardless. I don't know anybody in the city. I will keep a low profile anyway. I don't know who might know or remember me either. But I will stay here. If he comes back and gives it to me, great. But it's late at night. If I'm not in a room here, I'll be out back sleeping amongst the hay or whatever. If you need me, I'll be here. If not, I will try to track you down at the Mages Guild.
All right. Don't worry, we'll get back to you. And I'll give him 2 gold. So just in case we end up being like too long or something, so he doesn't just die out there.
Thank you, Master Wayne. You are too kind.
Yeah. Don't call me that. Just
Did I call you that? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I thought it's just really strange that you called him Master Wayne.
I might have just remembered the Batman kind of thing. So, like Master Wayne.
Oh no! In character, I'm just picking on this guy.
Yeah.
Just
kind boy.
Just Wayne will do.
All right, Wayne. Thank you again. And he kind of just props himself up against the wall and prepares to wait.
All right. Well, we better go. Not make Jenny wait too long.
Maybe while we're there, we can talk to Reinhardt and deliver this letter from Johan.
Yeah, we can find him. That is.
All right. Do we want to? Hopefully, it's not the same town guard there. That guy was a bit of a jerk.
Well, can be a jerk all he wants. We have freaking passes, I guess, royal passes. So he can shove it.
All right, so
All right, y'all head into the gates.
Yep.
Ready to
All right.
go.
So y'all approach the gates. Again, there's kind of like this line of people just loitering outside again, and as you walk by them, it's just you can tell everyone's just kind of gazing at you. Some of them thinking maybe some thoughts of what they'd like to do to you, in case you have.
Oh, I would like to just note I'm throwing, like, with my disguise kit, I'm throwing my hood up or whatever just to do as much as I can to not disturb people with the fact that there's just an elf walking around.
Okay, so you're just putting your hood up?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't got a disguise kit.
Oh, that's not part of that? Okay.
No, it's fine. Just throw your hood up. That's fine.
This
Right,
guy's kit is like, it's a bunch of like makeup and
If
like.
you're trying to impress someone. Yeah, like if you were
I-
trying to impersonate a guard.
Right.
Oh,
stuff
okay.
to
So
do
I
it.
don't need foundation for this or anything. So
I mean, if you want,
I mean,
gotta
yeah,
take
if you
care of
want
your
to.
complexion.
If you want, we can work with that.
muddy
All right,
up
so,
my
so
complexion.
you approach these 2 guards kind of standing at the gate, and they are different guards. One of them is pushing about 7 feet and seemingly as wide as the gate. And who approaches him first?
I'll go up.
All right. So you go up, kind of hand him the pass. He doesn't really even look at you. You just kind of hold it out. He grabs it, kind of looks through it.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I am eyeballing the shit out of the big guy. Like sizing him up. Like it's just natural for me. Like everybody's getting sized up, no matter how big they are. Like that's just a thing for me.
All right. So he's kind of looking a little bit down. Wait, how tall are you again?
Probably like 6'3"-ish, 6'4"-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, he's kind of like looking down, kind of looks back through it, holds it up to the light, gives it back to you, says, "All right, carry on." Like motions you to kind of enter as the gate kind of starts to part just a little bit to let you by. And he kind of motions for the next person to come forward.
I'll go in and just kind of wait.
Me, do me first. Me.
Okay. So again, motions for it, same thing. Kind of holds it up, looks through the seal, holds it up through the light, gives you a once over, maybe once and a half over, hands it back, and says, like, motions again, like, move on.
Cool. I move on.
And now he's kind of like eyeballing.
I go up with my
you do
pass.
well. All right. So you come up, he grabs it, looks it, kind of holds it up there, looks at you, holds it back, kind of holds it off to the side. She goes, "Oi, Reggae, come here." And he motions to this other guard to come up. And this guard comes up, holds him this pass, goes, "Here, you lout. This is a real one, not those fake ones. Let's go let in a fake one last week and never be too sure these days." Kind of rolls it up, gives it to you, and kind of smacks that guy on the back of the head and motions for you to enter.
Right on. Heart jump there for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought the guards were gonna catch me on some racist shit. Damn. All right.
All
Do you
right,
guys
so
know this town at all?
now y'all are just inside the gate of Brightwater there.
Um, to the Mages Guild. Yeah.
I've no clue where it is.
Yeah. What do we see
Can I? Yeah.
in the town?
All right, y'all look around. This is more. The old district is generally going to be the nicer area. And so from where you're at, you can see that it is a stark contrast to just outside the gate in Brightwater. This is the one and only main entrance to the city. So it's one of those, they want to make it kind of a grand entryway. They've got this massive fountain in the middle and these high facade buildings that look very clean, especially as the moonlight starts to hit off of them. And you just see a couple people just kind of meandering about. Shops are closed up for the night by now. If they haven't closed up by now, they are closing up, and people are kind of just wandering through the streets to get home. You know, as the city guards kind of really patrol this area. You see about 2 or 3 more of them kind of walking around. But other than that, it's just people on a moonlit night getting ready.
All right.
go.
Now that I think about it, I have wanted to ask Jenny about directions. But hey,
Oh dang, yeah, we didn't even ask her about.
yeah, that's all right. I guess I'll just ask around. People will know, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll just randomly go around stopping people. Hi, sir or madam. Where's the looking for the Mages Guild? Would you know where that might be?
Or this guy's kind of sweeping off this kind of area, the steps around what would be his shop. Say, you're looking for the Mages Guild.
That's
Is that
right.
what you said?
Yeah.
And he kind of like holds up his ear. You want to go straight through this main road, and he kind of points off straight ahead. You can kind of see the castle, like the parapet's kind of at the top. It's like you want to head straight towards the castle, and about maybe halfway there, it'll be on your left. You'll see a bunch of, and he kind of starts to look around. I don't remember the name, but it's these really yellow plants that are just kind of overgrown around it. It'll be around there.
Okay. Yellow plants. Follow the yellow plants. All right. Well, good. Thanks, mate. See you around.
He kind of nods and goes back to sweeping.
Nice
So y'all
job
want to
sweeping.
head? So y'all want to head there or
Yeah, I think. Right.
meander?
Should.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit late at night, but maybe we can find her around. I don't know. Does do Mages Guild close? Who knows?
I don't know. She said it seemed to be pretty important to meet with her. We should probably get going.
Yeah.
Probably has like office hours where they're there, and then the campus hours differently when they close the doors.
Yeah. Well, let's go knock.
Let's go.
All right, so you make your way through the old district, and as you get closer towards the castle, you can see that things start to get much nicer. It's a pretty high-end part of this city. It is definitely much older than Novigrad. It has that different type of feel than this merchant city. This is a small port kingdom and a small city that is the capital of it. And there's just a very laid-back feeling that would be reminiscent of an old district. So you find your way to the Mages Guild, and you see these kind of yellowish plants kind of going everywhere. And you see this kind of like hourglass section of these hourglass just kind of hanging outside, kind of perched up on this, and kind of we should assume that may be that. And would you like to enter it, or?
Does it look like it's kind of gated at all or anything?
No, it's just a door. It's like a normal like building.
I'll go up and
Yeah.
go up and knock.
Okay, so you go up and you knock, and as you knock on it, the door just kind of opens. Like the door opens, and as you peer in, you can see this kind of entry area, like a narthex, if you will. And behind this table, you see this middle-aged man kind of like writing in the scrolls, writing in this, and he kind of like, he doesn't move his head, but he just puts his eyes up to kind of look towards the door, and then just kind of goes back to writing.
I'll step inside, kind of walk towards him, and just, good evening. We're supposed to meet a friend here. Have you seen her? Her name's Raina.
Well, the only woman I've seen came bursting in and said that she was on serious business before the time I got up to even stop her. She had run by me. That's the only woman I've seen. What did your friend look like?
I'll describe her.
Okay. He's like, yeah, that was her. She went back to see a mage, but I've locked that door, and he is not to be disturbed.
That's
that doesn't seem right. Feels like we should disturb him.
Yeah. And he kind of like looks up. Now he's really kind of just looking y'all over. He's like, if there's to be trouble, we have our own guard here, and the city guard will come quickly. Why do you need to see her?
She asked us to meet us here.
So you kind of...
We're not here for trouble. We're just here to meet with her. We'll gladly wait while you go disturb them.
So he goes, okay. He gets up and goes to the back.
Can I take a look around?
Yeah. So you look around, there's really only like several doors, kind of each to the side. The room is maybe like 20 by 20 feet. The door that he went through, if you want to try it, again, he's locked it behind him, and everyone else to the side of it. There's probably like two more to the left and maybe one more to the right. And they're all locked except the one on the right, which you can see is kind of a very nice, pretty.
And there's no one else in this room with us right now?
There's nobody there.
Like, no guards or anything?
Huh.
It's the middle of the night, eh?
At this point, it's pretty much about like 9 to 9:30-ish. Yeah. Like, y'all got there pretty quick from outside to here. It wasn't too long of a walk.
Just kind of stand around. I have nothing I really want to try to do other than just wait.
I'll just find a comfortable place. Like if there's a chair somewhere, I'll sit on that, or like a windowsill or something.
Okay. All right. So the man comes back after about maybe 2 minutes or so. He comes back and says, "The master's not to be disturbed, and I will not disturb him unless it is utterly important. So what do you need her for?"
I mean, she told us to meet us here.
All right, so it's simple, right? She told us to come here because we're gonna apparently deal with some urgent business, and since
he kind of interrupts you right here, and he's like, the woman is irrelevant. She is meeting with our master, and he is not to be disturbed unless it is absolutely life and death important. So if that's all the business that you have, I kindly ask you to return later on.
Well, can't we wait here for the woman to leave, at least?
You may not wait in here, but you may wait outside.
Okay. Well, it's fine with me. Do you know Cidaris' mages were RS?
I asked do you know if, is there a nearby, like, inn, tavern?
The only inn that may be taking people could be, he kind of thinks, I don't remember exactly the name, but and he kind of points and he says, if you head towards the castle and go to the right over there, it may be open, but again, with the city closed, I'm not sure if how many visitors from the city have stayed here.
Does Raina know we're here? Did you tell her that when you went in to talk to them, did you mention that she had 3 of her companions outside waiting for her?
I do not care for what the woman is doing, except she is doing something very important with our master. I only care that he not be disturbed. So again, if you have no business, if you have no personal business, if you have no important business, that will be it.
Well, we're part and parcel with Raina. She just went ahead with us here. We're part of her group. Anything that she's doing, we're alongside her.
He kind of just does not give a shit about that. And now he kind of goes back and starts like writing down.
All right. So a shitty security guard and a shitty secretary. I guess let's go to the tavern.
So he says, until you have no personal business with the master, that will be all.
How personal does it have to get?
He kind of just looks at you and just doesn't answer. It's like personal is personal.
We just.
All right.
I kind of grab both the guys and like, I think it's time for us to leave. We just kindly let her know that we'll be at the tavern that you mentioned. If she gets done this evening, she can meet us there.
He kind of,
if not, then we'll be back in the morning.
This little section of like paper, gets a quill and an ink and kind of hands it over to you, and is like, any note you write down, I will make sure she gets it should she come back through this way.
I write down the information in the note.
What does it say?
It just, we'll be at the tavern that's whatever he described. You can meet us there this evening. If we're not there, we'll meet you back here in the morning.
Okay.
We'll head towards that tavern to see if it's open. If we can just kind of wait there, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll wait. I'm gonna wait in front of the Mages Guild for a bit, but you guys go ahead. I'm just not sure. I'm just gonna wait for a bit. That's all.
It does feel a little off. Like how much? Like that was kind of a genuine question. Like how much personal does it get? Like does he expect to?
I don't think he cares.
I don't think we need it per se, since she's on top of it and she had the stuff. Most importantly, so I don't think we need it. But I'd like to follow up with her still. So I'll be waiting here for a bit, and I'll wait an hour, and see if she doesn't show. I'll just go to the tavern next. That's all. And hopefully, we'll inquire in the morning, and maybe people will be more less dicks in the morning.
You're just gonna hang out in front of the Mages Guild all night?
Not all night. An hour or something.
An hour or something?
We can wait an hour. That's fine. I'd hate to.
I'm kind of
hate to leave you out here by yourself.
I'm a big boy.
Well, compared to me, you're not.
All right, so y'all are in front of the Mages Guild?
Yep.
Okay. So y'all are waiting, and after about 15 or 20 minutes, this person walks up, kind of a little bit older. He's got not a super long Gandalf beard, but he's got about a medium length beard. It's kind of white. It's someone aged. Kind of got a cloak over him. Got this little cane. And he kind of comes up to the guild and looks you over and is like, oh, it's a fine night tonight, isn't it?
Is it though? Like, do we look around? Like, do we agree, or is it like, is the weather actually good?
Is that a question to me?
Yes.
No, it's a fine night.
It's a fine night. Yes, it's a
He's not
fine
trying
night. I
to
say
trick
back.
you.
Oh no, I'm just I don't like to say it's nice weather when it's not, when I'm not happy with it.
So he kind of looks at Dewell and is like, okay, and he kind of looks at the other two and is like, what brings you around here?
Oh, we got some business with a friend of ours that's inside. We're just kind of waiting for her to come out. She was talking with the master.
Oh, is it Loren? Is that your friend?
Sure.
Is that-
Yeah, that's the one.
Does that name ring a bell? Like, did she mention that name when we were talking to her
I don't
last?
think she did.
I can't remember.
So
I know she had. I know she said
Wayne,
she
are
had.
you trying to trick him?
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking that's the name she gave him. So
Yeah.
like, going along with what
This
he's saying.
is Kyle asking the DM when we talked to her. Did she? Yeah, because I remember she mentioned several aliases. Was that one that she mentioned? I don't. Kyle doesn't remember, but
Do
Kyron-
I answer that?
Kyron probably would. I don't know.
I'm asking y'all. Like,
I mean,
that
that's
seems
if,
to me
if
like something y'all should be paying attention to, right?
I mean, I think she didn't mention. The only aliases I know of is, well, I mean, there's Jenny and there's Rena, and that's all. So,
right.
But
that's all I've got.
but in the future, like, is that something y'all would want me to actually answer?
Kinda,
Personally,
yeah.
No.
But
Well,
Yeah,
that's
like
just-
honestly, I don't want. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm telling y'all stuff for reasons, and we might find out shortly about some things. But stuff like that, like, no, I'm not going to like tell y'all. Like, y'all in character, like, y'all are gonna have to pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think like if you think it's fair, you can have like a intelligence check or something to see if the character can recall the information in some
Okay.
places.
Yeah.
In
I
this
mean,
case,
in this case, I don't think it's needed. But like,
no, and it's not. That wasn't mentioned anyway.
okay.
Like, that was not one of the names. But she's like, but again, like, he kind of just looks off and just, I didn't know she was back yet.
oh yeah, she just came around today. We were just behind her trying to meet her, but the reception's been a bit grumpy, it seems. So we're just sitting here waiting.
Oh, what? Was he not letting you in to see her?
Well, apparently she's talking to some important figure, and they're not to be disturbed. So
Oh, yeah. Reinhardt has he's been very busy, as you
Oh, is that him?
might imagine. Is the master?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Master Reinhardt. Yes. With all that's been happening, he's basically cordoned himself off in his laboratory, and he's not to be disturbed unless it is personal business with him, or personal communications, or anything that may be that important.
Okay.
Did you have any business with him?
Well, now we do actually. We didn't know his name before, but now that we do have business with him. And so, what's your name, by the way?
My name?
I'm Wayne.
Well, hello, Wayne. I'm Rudiger. How are you?
I can't pronounce that, but I'm good. I mean,
Okay.
I'm better than I was 10 minutes ago. That's for sure.
Okay, well, let's go see. Let's go inside. So he kind of leads y'all inside. And again, when y'all go in, the receptionist looks up. He's like, "Oh, Rudiger, you're back early." Oh, and he kind of looks and he's like, "You three." And Rudiger just goes up to him and is like, he says they have business with Reinhardt. And the receptionist's like, no, they said they did not have business with him. They said they had business with a woman that was with him, but they mentioned nothing about needing to see Master Reinhardt.
All right. Here's the thing. You didn't mention his name, but we have letters to deliver to one Reinhardt as well as seeing that woman. So
Well, I
Pull out
figured
the
if
letter
you,
and wave it.
Well, I know his name. I figured if you needed to know his name, you would have asked.
well,
But you have a
it
letter.
doesn't
Wait,
matter.
you have a letter for him?
Addressed to him, yes.
Let me see it. So he holds out his hand.
Oh, we're supposed to hand it straight to him.
I feel like we should give it to him and not to you, if that's nothing.
All right, so Rudiger is just like, oh, it's okay. I will lead them back here, but just for safety purposes, again, it's a very trying time, as you could imagine. Would you at least hold up the letter so I can see it?
I hold it back up again.
Okay. And again, it is sealed.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of looks and he's like, it's okay. I will lead them back there. And it's late anyway. You know, perhaps Reinhardt is preparing for bed. So he kind of just nods and takes you back there. And kind of go through this very slim corridor. It's very kind of, I wouldn't say like dank, but it's very old. You can tell there's a lot of moisture in there. Something's been there a long time. And as you lead back there, it kind of opens up into this little semi-circle of a room with this large wooden door at the back of it. And Rudiger kind of leads you there and kind of takes out this key and unlocks the door. And, you know, like the door is open and he kind of just like motions like there you go. And just kind of like waits there by the door.
Well, thanks, mate. It's lucky of us to have. I don't know why you spoke to us really, but thanks for doing so.
He just kind of like nods and is like, well, give Mr. Reinhardt my best. And, well, if you're around, I'll see you when I see you. And he kind of like walks off. Kind of like
Thanks,
walks
Rudiger.
away. And you're kind of like, oh, yes.
Okay. Well then, let's disturb the undisturbable. Here we go.
All right, so you walk into this room, and it's very much is laboratory. And there's just kind of stuff everywhere. There's vials everywhere. There's books stacked all over the place. It's pretty much a mess. And off towards the back of the room, you see this man, kind of somewhat maybe in his 30s. And he's kind of just very much going back and forth between these books, kind of looking, checking things, and kind of writing them down. And his back is to you. And so he does not see you. He does not. He is in the zone with what he's doing.
What is he
Knock.
doing?
Excuse me. Reinhardt?
He kind of looks kind of to the back, kind of gives you all a quick look. It's like, oh, are you the three from the camp that Rain has told me about?
Oh yeah, that's us.
Okay, come in. He motions like for y'all to come over.
Oh, okay, cool. Is there anywhere to sit? I need to sit my bum somewhere.
Yeah, as you see, there's kind of like tables and chairs. You can kind of pull one out if y'all want to sit at them. But off to the side on this table, you see the staff that's laying there. And as you come up, he says, I'm Reinhardt, and sorry, she mentioned the names. I was supposed to write them down and give them to the receptionist. I hope he wasn't too much trouble.
Bit of a dick, that one.
Yeah, he's not a really good receptionist.
Yeah, that's why we make him the receptionist. But bygones, all that forth. She said the staff did something at the camp. She said that this leader, person who took her captive, attempted to use it, and he exploded upon using it. Did I understand that correctly?
Yep, that's about it.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
Seems like it also slowly drove him crazy before that.
Oh yeah, he seemed like seems like the longer he had it, he was in possession of it, the more obsessed he was getting about it.
Yes. Powerful objects will do that to the weak-minded. Or any of you, perhaps, in the mage field. Ever study magic?
Raise my hand.
Okay.
Knew it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he kind of looks.
I don't know. Go on. Sorry.
Did you have a chance to look over this? I would greatly appreciate if you could look it over because it is nothing I've ever seen, but
Well,
it may be something truly unique.
yeah, I tried to understand. I took a look. It doesn't really register as. Yeah, I don't really know what it is, honestly. I just know where it comes from. The portal, but that's about it.
So and he goes over and grabs like one of these books, and it's like it sounds insane. I realize that, but it was something beforehand, and Reyna, we were kind of working part and parcel. This may have to do something with this ancient NL, not even like a legend, it's just the story, but I guess stories do become legends. And myth with the wild hunt about all of this. Have you ever heard of anything like that? Have any of you?
Hang on, what was the dude's name? The legend?
What was
the legend you just mentioned, the guy's name, or whatever it was called, start with an L. I missed it.
NL.
No, I was thinking
That's a
ancient
type of elf.
NL, Aenell, which is like the wild hunt elves.
Gotcha.
Like Dwell is an Onsaid elf, and like the wild hunt elves are these NL elves.
Gotcha.
So he explains that real quickly. Which Dwell, you definitely would know that. So yeah, he explains that this could be part of some kind of legend with the wild hunt. Has that ever come across? Have you ever heard of that?
There's really old stories of the wild hunt.
Is it anything you ever heard of this staff or anything like this?
Never.
Did any one of you pick this up?
Reyna did.
Okay, so she's not there in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so none of you picked it up. Okay, I don't recommend it, but if you would like to, maybe it will remind you of something. I don't know, but if you would like to, just pick it up. There's something truly unique about it. This city,
Okay. I guess
Cidaris.
I'll try.
Okay,
I'll try.
All right. So as you pick it up,
Before I pick it up, I say, okay, guys, if I show any sign of wanting to use it, you have my permission to knock me out. All right. I pick it up.
all right. So you pick it up, and like you've seen before, you just feel this quick surge, especially whatever hand you picked it up in. Like, and you can really feel the power. Mercy. Excuse me. You can really feel the power in your hand. And again, it just starts this glowing. I mean, this bright, super bright glow that, while not blinding, is not exactly the most pleasant to look at, especially in this dark at night lab. And are you going to keep holding it?
I mean, how does it feel? You know what I mean? Does it feel good? Does it feel weird?
You feel like, again, like this power is in whatever hand you are holding it. Like this just surge of power and energy is now like starting with the hand you're picking up and just starting to kind of surge through your arm.
I guess
how's he starting to look?
Oh yeah.
How's he starting to look? Does it starting to look like he's being affected negatively?
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't kill me yet. I don't know. I guess I'll try and I'll juggle it in my other hand and see what happens.
Okay, so as you go hand to hand, Reinhardt like just like puts his hands up, like please don't, please set it down, set it down. We don't know, and he kind of goes and like He doesn't want to grab it from you per se, but he really just kind of just like, oh, okay, please go put it down. You know, kind of
It's
like
all right.
when a little kid picks up a piece of like fine china and everyone's like, oh, okay. Like, no quick actions. So as you put that down, he goes, the city Cidaris was built on an ancient elven ruins. Again, you could imagine what might have transpired before then, but I don't know. It just may be something unique that this came so close to here. But I need to study this. I don't know how long it may take, but I have Reyna is out.
You know
on
where
another
she went?
short mission real quickly. But there's something I may need from you to help me while I study here. Would you be willing to look into something?
Sure.
Depends what it is. Depends how much what are we getting for it. I don't work for free.
Well, listen.
I would expect nothing else. But speak with Alisane, our librarian. You can find her, again, just down the hall, up the steps. It'll go right into our library up there. Please speak with her about it. And she will be expecting you. And if anything you need, she will be able to help you out with that. But again, there's something maybe great and terrible happening here, and we must find out what it is immediately. So please, if you are going to do that, please make haste up to the library and find her. And he kind of just like turns around and kind of goes back to his books.
Oh, before we head out, Reinhardt, there's a letter here for you. I hand him the letter.
A letter from whom?
It's from Johan in Ashburn.
All right, so when you say that, he kind of like stops in like the middle of his writing, and he puts down his pen. He kind of turns around and kind of cocks his head a little bit and goes, "You met Johan." And he kind of takes the letter from you. He's like, "How is he?"
If I remember correctly, Wayne, you were the one who talked to him.
Yeah.
How did this end up
on
in
the
my
spot here?
pocket? He seems fine. I mean, didn't he?
I mean, it seemed
He
alright.
wanted to get the letter to you.
Yeah. I mean, he wanted. He didn't. I don't know. What is this a ghost situation? Has he been down for 20 years or something? What's going on here?
He kind of like somewhat ignores the comment, and he's kind of just fiddling with it. He's not opening it. He's like, we were friends a long time ago. I'm glad that he is doing well. But now is not the time for reminiscence and nostalgia. And he takes the letter and kind of puts it off to the side with these other letters. He's like, please go see Alisane as soon as you can. And he turns back around. And as he turns back around, he kind of looks back over his shoulder and goes, but thank you for delivering the letter. And then goes back to reading and writing.
Well, if you need help on the research side at some point, maybe I can help. Probably not, but, I thought I'd offer.
He says, I may take you up on that.
Right. Okay. So, okay, guys, should we see that librarian person? And then maybe get a wink of sleep?
Sounds right.
It's still early, I suppose.
Should be about, what is it, like maybe 10:30, 11 now?
At this point, yeah, it'd be 9:45-ish, 10, something like that, yeah.
I see on the clock on the wall.
Yeah, the clock.
Yeah.
That's the thing with times. There wasn't really times.
Yeah.
Usually
just like roughly, whatever.
Prayers, yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's like, that'd be too confusing. All right. So y'all in the library?
Yeah.
All right. So you go through that corridor, you go back up the steps, and you get to this library. And it's a smallish library, about 80 by 60 feet, containing a couple tables and chairs. A musty smell hangs in the air as the old parchments and leather are as pungent as ever. An older woman in a casual mage tunic stands in the center of the room, holding a brown leather book with a worn cover.
Hello there. Hope we're not disturbing you too much.
She looks up and says, "Oh, yes, well, I assume you were sent by Master Reinhardt."
Yeah. How do you know?
Okay. She kind of starts to walk towards you.
Should I read my mind?
And with the mine, she's like, "Huh?"
Never mind.
So she was expecting you. And as she kind of walks over, she holds this book. And she's like, "Have any of you heard of a book called A Solitary Digression?" And she kind of goes to hold it out to you.
Have I?
That's a time now we can roll. That what do you say, intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, history or arcana or intelligence, yeah. Up to you.
Whatever you want, I don't care.
Okay.
You choose.
I mean, sure, history then.
Histoire.
That would be a 4.
A 4. So you're not too familiar with it. But as she goes to kind of hand you this book, as it gets closer to you, it just erupts and kind of flies away from her. And the book transforms into this 3-foot wide luminous sphere of ectoplasm. It hovers slightly in the air and moves to attack.
What?
So roll initiative.
Okay, sure.
Wayne, what'd you do to the book?
I didn't do nothing.
Roll it.
Yep.
But
Could have won 4.
Dang, there's some bad rolls. All right, so you,
6.
well, you have a 4.
Yeah.
All right. Kyron, what do you have?
6.
A 6. Wow.
I
Those are
rolled
some rolls.
low. Yeah.
Wayne, what'd you roll?
I rolled like 6.
You rolled a 6?
Yep.
What's your dex?
All right.
We're all so freaked out by this book changing that we're taken aback.
Wait,
All right.
what's-
Y'all see it right there.
Yeah. Wayne, what's your dex?
It's 1.
No. Then I would technically go first if we're going that way, right? Since you and I go together. Yeah.
I think there's no ruling on it technically. I think it's up to the DM.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's fine. All right. So Kyron, you'll go second.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't care. I was
Right,
just,
'cause it's-
typically it's how that usually goes. If there's a tie in
That's
initiative, it goes to has a higher dex.
All right. So in the room, where are y'all in this room, like position? I kind of just have y'all there.
I don't have control.
I guess it depends what the woman was.
I don't.
She was kind of, again, like kind of right next to y'all, but she is like, she's gotten out of there. She is not gonna be fighting this.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess I was closer to where she would have been, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I assume we're all pretty close together, so. yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So y'all right there?
Yeah. I don't have
Alright.
control over my guy.
You can't. Oh, do I have to do that? Hold up.
Probably have to every time. Yeah.
Well, nah, you don't have to. It's just like, for example, if I pull my guy, then
Oh, I have
control,
it. No,
I can
I'm
control
done.
it. You know what I mean?
All right.
Oh,
Can
there
you
you
do-
go.
Can you do it now?
Yep.
Nope. There it goes. There it goes. Now I got
Okay.
it. Cool.
There we go. All right. So this apparition comes up there to dwell and goes to attack.
It likes you.
Oh, that is a 14.
My AC is 14.
Then that hits.
Uh,
That hits. Let me get my windows here. All right. That is going to be 4 points of necrotic damage, and you will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
4 points damage. Constitution.
Yeah.
Saving throw. 17.
17. Okay. So you pass the Constitution saving throw. So this apparition comes up, and as it gets closer, it goes to just move towards you. It kind of doesn't really have a mouth per se. It's just got this opening, and you just feel like your energy and like your life force just drain from you.
My
You
life
did make
force.
the saving throw. You made the saving throw, so that helps you. All right. So now, Kyron, you are up.
I'm gonna move in kind of
Okay.
over here, and then take a swing. Wait, bonus action rage.
Rage.
Gotcha. Then I'm gonna take a swing with my great sword. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
16.
Barely hit. How much?
16 points of slashing damage.
16
What?
points. Okay.
What?
What? What is your roll on that? That's so strong.
Is it the?
It's 2d4.
What the hell? You rolled really high. Okay.
Dude,
Sure.
it's-
Wait, it's 2d4 and it doubles?
No. 2d4 plus 4, or 2d6 plus 4. Sorry.
Okay.
And I rolled a 4 and a 6 plus 4 plus 2 for my rage, so 16.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Yikes.
So this
Beefy boy.
ectoplasm, you just great sword and just kind of slice through. This ectoplasm is a little bit of resistance to it, but for the most part, it's like slicing some really firm jello.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Wayne. Oh wait, anything else?
That's it.
All right, Wayne, you are up.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, Karen, hit it in the ectoplasm. And I'll use bardic inspiration to give you a 1d6 for your next attack.
For me?
Which, yeah, for you,
Okay. Nope.
because you're hitting
yeah.
hard, so
I gotcha.
give you all my inspiration.
He
Yeah,
hit hard.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I will draw my puny longsword that is much weaker than a greatsword. I'll have to get one of those at some point. I'm sure I can do big damage, me too. So yeah, anyway, longsword to the ectoplasm. Hopefully it does something.
All right, what we got?
Whack. That's like 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Ew, big damage. Okay.
So, y'all messing this ectoplasm up.
Oh god, I hate the way this is done. So that's 2 damage. Yeah, 2 damage.
You did 2 damage.
Wait, what the fuck?
Kyron does 16. You do 2.
Wait. No, I didn't. What? Oh wait, no. But I mean, yeah, it is 2 damage, but yeah, feels bad, man.
Yeah, God. Yeah, that's a disparity I'm having fun with in monsters. There's one person just fucking them up. All right, anything else? Oh no, that's it, right? Because you bonused already.
Yeah, I used all I've got. I've used my juice.
All right, Dewell, you were up.
I will pull my short sword and slash him.
All right.
That is 20.
It's not a natural 20 though, right?
Nope, 15 with 20
Okay.
total.
All right. God damn. Yeah, y'all are killing this thing.
And then that's 1d6 plus 3. Wow, a 6. I rolled a 9, and then I get an additional 1 for the sneak attack.
Nice.
And that was 2. So total for 11.
11.
Yeah, and then I'll use my cunning action to disengage and take a couple steps back.
Okay. Go ahead and move him back. All right. So now we're back up top. So this thing is really feeling it as much as this 3-foot goo can do. So it feels and sees Dewell kind of go away, but sees Wayne right there in his crosshairs and goes. That is a 13.
By me, 13. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
But man, I'm ectoplasm friendly.
That is
You created them, you'd think.
5 points of damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, wait. I got the Constitution for some reason. My mind blanked. The number must have been too high. So con save. What did you say the damage was for me?
You did 5.
5, okay. And the con save
Was a
is a
9.
9, so that's not great.
All right. So as it comes towards you, and it's the same thing you saw went to Dwell, it gets towards you and just starts to take this energy from you, but a little bit more as it seems as now you kind of like lose your thoughts a little bit. So you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. That's fine. I was tired anyway.
Yeah. 1 level of exhaustion. Yeah, it's a good time. All right, and that is it. It's staying there, hovering above the ground. Kyron, you're up.
All right. Swinging away with the old greatsword again.
The old great sword.
15 on the die plus 6. That hits, right? Got 2.
Yeah. You said 21?
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
Yeah. Barely.
11, 13 points of damage.
13 damage?
Yep. I
Alright.
did not use the bardic inspiration. That's fine.
You said you're not going to use it?
Nope.
Okay.
It's
probably a good decision.
yeah. Say it lasts
So
for like 24 hours, doesn't it?
The what? The inspiration?
Yeah, it doesn't last for
The
24,
die?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, 10 minutes, 24 hours. Close enough, right? But it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Because your initial massive strike, the little nick from Wayne and the little short sword from Dwell, as you come back across, you just give a quick stab with that great sword straight through this ectoplasm. It just erupts kind of in this little puff. You hear this just horrendous shriek, and it turns back into that book real quickly before exploding into nothing, leaving no trace of it behind. Alisane, who kind of took cover back there, now like sticks her head out. It's like, is everything okay?
The hell was that?
Your book's gone.
Oh, it feels so good.
Just, is everyone all right?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Wayne? You were hit pretty hard there.
Do you have a bucket? I think I'm gonna puke.
Oh, yeah. Yes. And she kind of just, like, looks around real quickly and is like, I'm sorry I don't, but whatever you need to do, just do it and we'll clean it up.
Should have puked into a portal.
Yeah. So she just kind of looks aside and is like, oh, perhaps I should have tried to find a bucket. But it's,
I'll just prestidigitation the vomit away.
Thank you very much. This is the second book that has done this. I've never seen anything like it. There's just too many strange things happening here. But this book was brought in today. I don't remember who did it. Let me check real quick. She goes back to like this table and starts to kind of look through this stuff real quickly.
As she does
Like
that,
records.
I'm gonna go over to that book and just take my greatsword, just shove it straight into the book, like pinning it to the ground.
The book is gone, exploded, no remnants of it behind.
Oh, did it? Okay, I thought you said
Yeah.
I thought you said it turned back into the book.
It turned back into the book and then
Oh, gotcha.
exploded into nothing. There's nothing behind.
Okay, so you said it's the second book that does that? Holy moly, what's going on? Like, when was the last one?
And she kind of looks through it. She goes, yes, here, okay. There's a scholar named Yularian. My wife looked like V's, I'm sorry. She brought in this previous one. This one that happened, I don't know what happened exactly, but it did the same exact thing and attacked people. But this one was brought in today. Yes, a solitary digression. That was it. It says it was a man named Edouard. Yularian has usually been in the garden area. She's been here several days. You may be able to find her there. It's late at night, but she's kind of been a night owl.
So, did you meet that Edouard person?
Yes, he's the one who brought in this book.
Mm-hmm. Was he real stuffy, nice shiny armor from Toussaint?
Well, he wasn't wearing armor, but he was wearing something I would describe as very colorful, and yes, he had very good manners, I'd say. But
Yeah, okay.
he sounded like he might have been from Toussaint. He was in the dining hall a little bit earlier. You may try to find him there again. But those are the two that have brought in these books.
Hmm.
That name's familiar to you, Wayne?
Yeah, it's the knight I've encountered on the road before.
You mean the guys that were hanging at Anselm?
Yeah.
Strange. Small world.
World. Well, I mean, I suppose. What would you give a haunted book to? Whatever this is, haunted ectoplasm book, or what? How do books even turn into? Okay, what would I know about this in terms of like enchantment? Like how can this be caused as an accident, as like something that just kind of happens as a result of like experimentation and whatnot, or is this usually purely a trap?
Roll a Arcana.
Okay. Why is my Arcana so shit? 10.
A 10. So you've heard of things being able, like shape-shifting, things being able to change of whatnot, but nothing like this has ever been known to you. You've never seen anything like this or heard of anything quite like this. And Allison says, the same thing where she kind of goes around the area where it exploded and is like, I cannot seem to find a trace, but there has to be something here, or I will try to find something. And she starts to kind of weave this little spell around the area. And she's like, well, I must try to find something from the portal, the peculiar happenings, it has to mean something, and we need to find out what is happening. If you could find out maybe where these books came from or question them and find out, I will gladly reward you for your time.
Well, what's one more job? But we did have something else though, since Reinhard sent us here to talk to you about something else.
What did he? What? She kind of like looks to send to talk to me about something.
Well, guys, help me out there. I actually don't really remember.
and then she kind of hits. She's like, "Oh, yes, the book. It was about the books that have been attacking."
Was it? All right. Well, if you say so. Honestly, this little encounter kind of rattled my brains. I'm a bit all over the place now. But okay, sure. Attacking books. Investigate attacking books.
And you said the first book was Yularian? Someone
a scholar named Yularian. She likes to read at night in the gardens. They're kind of located around back. You can't really miss them. And Edward, he was dining earlier. He may be there. But those are the two that were written down that brought in these books.
Okay.
I think good as place to start as any. And what is you want to find out where these books are coming from, and us to help stop them from turning into these ectoplasm balls.
If you could just investigate it. I'm at a loss of what it is, but those two may have ideas about
in terms of
where they got them from.
In terms of compensation, what did you have in mind?
I mean, we have a plethora of potions or spells or any of that sense. If there's anything you fancy, I can look it up. Otherwise, I know gold is the language of everybody. But
yes.
I can dig up something special for sure. Sure to be worth your while.
I believe it. All right.
But now, if you will, I must concentrate on this the spell, and she kind of goes back and starts to get into a little trance as you see this aura start to, fill up this area where y'all's fight was.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to take some time to rest up there, Wayne. You're not looking so good.
Hey, okay. Hey, you don't have to say it like that. I look fine. All right. And in fact, I'm ready to go now. I purged my system, and I'm all ready to go.
All right, no hard feelings. Just would hate to have something happen to you.
Yeah. I'm not a chump.
Got it.
So I guess we should look for the knight first, I suppose, since he's just eating here. So he might be gone in a few.
You ready to explain to him what happened to his prisoner? Oh, he's probably going to ask.
Well, he's been dealt with. What's there to say?
Well, he'll probably ask if he's still alive.
Will he? Knights don't think that far. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, let's head out to the dining hall then.
All right. So head to the dining hall. When you get there, it is empty except for various mages kind of sweeping, putting away chairs. At the end, you see a man you recognize as the knight from the Roaded Ward, and he's cracking a few bones and kind of sucks the remaining meat from a chicken leg.
Oh, he's one of those. Puts the whole chicken leg in his mouth and just eats the whole thing out.
He's just sucking that thing dry.
Damn.
Cracking.
Thought the Nilfgaardians cared about manners. All right, let's.
Okay, I guess I'll go down there and take a seat in front of him.
Following.
So as you sit down, are y'all all sitting down?
I'm following Wayne, yeah.
Okay.
And sitting down.
I'm not going to sit down.
Where are you at?
I mean, I'll be kind of behind them, off more to the side.
Okay. So as you sit down, he's kind of like looks up. He's like, "My friends, I can't remember your name, and you, sir, in the back, you are new here."
Yep. Just arrived.
Oh, I see you have rid yourself of that pest from the road.
Oh yeah.
Hope he wasn't
Didn't
too
take
much
long.
trouble.
Oh no, it was useful even.
What did you do with him, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, let me assure you that he met his end at the end of a blade.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
I was trying to use a clever turn of phrase here, but my brain did not cooperate, so I just lied instead.
We'll see what happens.
But hey, me good at deception. 21.
21. So he kind of grabs this little tanker to the side. He's like, "Well, it is unpleasant business, but I congratulate you, sir. Now, what are the odds that we meet again here? What brings you to this place of magic?"
Right. Well, where's your squire, by the way? Did you lose a? I'm sorry to change the subject, but you know.
No,
just making sure it's all
Angevine.
right.
Angevine is securing a room for the night. It's been rather hard to get that, but she will be on her way shortly, I hope. If not, the
Okay.
mages here have been great hospitality for me.
All right. Well, now back to your question. It is weird, isn't it? But anyways, we're looking into something. It appears that books in the library upstairs, sort of, they sort of. I turned to the well. Like, how do I put this? Does just grow teeth and attack you? You know.
It turns into a blob, a floating blob that attacks people.
Right. So the book you just gave to the library turned into that and attacked us. So now we're investigating that. If maybe you know anything about that book you gave, Solitary Digression.
Ah, that sounds like a fairy tale straight from Toussaint.
Oh
But
yeah,
yes,
well, it happened here though, and I was there.
I
I saw it.
I will believe you. You again seem like a man of honor. That book I found on the road from that stash of bandits, from that same man that you were stringing up, or that I was stringing up, I should say. It had a bunch of other peculiar items, very interesting. So I could only assume that they came from the seaside bazaar here. It is known as a place of wild imagination.
So you found the book on the man that you were hanging?
No, I found it on the road
On the
amongst
road?
other stuff that was lost. Yes, bandits generally tend to take more than they can carry. And the other stuff that was with it was very. I don't even know how to describe this thing I found in a jar. But the other stuff was just peculiar.
Do I believe
Okay.
him? Do I believe him?
Yeah, y'all can roll insight if you'd like.
He's not lying. There's no way he's lying.
A question of just
15.
whether or not
15. No, he is not. You take him as a man of honor from Toussaint, and he does not appear to be deceiving you.
So you found the book amongst other stuff, and you think the whole lot came from the seaside market then? Or bazaar is what you called it?
Well, I would assume so. I'm not the most familiar with this land, but when I think of something out of the ordinary, I think of the seaside bazaar.
Okay. Well, I'm new here as well. I mean, I think all of us are. Never been here, so.
Y'all do know just from travels that Cidaris is known for the seaside bazaar.
Ah, okay.
like it's just a great place to shop, or
Yeah, has a bunch of weird shit.
it's like
Far
a
and wide.
flea market for weird shit.
That's about right.
Yeah, it's a trade city, a port city, and the seaside bazaar is kind of its thing.
All right.
Furiously taking notes.
What compelled you to bring the book to the Guild of Mages then, Edward?
It is the only place I know that there's a library, and I figured it might get me a meal and a warm tankard of ale. And he kind of, goes to throw it back. Says there's a lot of things good about the South, about Toussaint, and about Nilfgaard, but mead, ale, lager are not them. It's not the same as up here in the north.
All right. I look at the group. You guys got anything else we can get here?
Don't think so. Well, where are you headed next?
Well, at this point, when you're a knight errant, you just go wherever the road takes you. I have heard about a potential tournament that may be raised, but at this point, who knows what is happening given the events. But perhaps I will see you later on the road. Safe
Tournament?
travels, my friend.
Wait. You say tournament. Tournament where? Here? In Cidaris?
No, not in Cidaris. It was mentioned east of here, but it was just rumblings of starting it. I'm not sure if one will even come to pass now. But as with most major tournaments, as soon as it comes up, there will be notice boards aplenty. You thinking about partaking in one?
Do I know DM? Would I know? Like they don't allow magic in tournaments, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, now I'll probably pass, but it's exciting though. I would very much like to attend if I could.
Well, then perhaps I will see you there.
Yep, maybe. I'll be cheering you on, probably.
And he just kind of nods and just again kind of picks up his plate and at this point kind of walks off to take it back towards the side of the room.
Shall we go
You
talk?
guys want to talk to Yularian before we head her to the bazaar? Or I guess in for the night?
Yeah, I mean, she should be around. She reads at night in the gardens, so you can find her there. And if she's there, great. Otherwise, I think we can turn in for the night. I mean, I don't know. Would the bazaar be open during nighttime? Maybe. Don't know. But I think I need to sleep after this one.
Agreed.
Let's just go to the garden, see if she's there. If not, then we can go try to grab a room somewhere and get some sleep, eh?
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, you head to the garden area, and it's outside, and it's just this perfect little sanctuary. There's a green mass of various plants and small trees dot the areas around the garden. All different smells from flowers and herbs fill your nostrils and annoy your allergies. A pool of water sits in the center, and it's surrounded by chairs and a dais at the back. A bespectacled woman lounges in one of the chairs, reading. And as you approach her, she kind of like, not slams the book, but just shuts it and just, don't you just love a good book?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice. I haven't had the time, these days, but yeah, it's nice.
And now she's just kind of looking like, yes,
You're Yularian, right?
I am. Yes. I didn't realize I was so famous around here.
Famous for turning a book that transformed into some kind of monster.
She kind of relaxes her posture and gives like this little like smile and was like, yes, that was a bit troublesome and they haven't kicked me out yet. But I bought the book from a stall in the seaside bazaar, and what can I say? When you buy things from there, you kind of take a risk.
What's the name of the book?
The name of the book, it was something along the lines of a history of, I can't remember what it was. It was some magic related. I don't know any magic, so it kind of all sounds together at that time.
Well, something must have, make you want to buy it, right? You don't just buy a book without knowing what it's about, do you?
It had the most amazing looking cover.
Right.
It was a rainbow of colors kind of surrounding this orb. And what can I say? I'm a sucker for a kaleidoscope.
Okay.
Who-
A rainbow covering an orb?
Who'd you buy it from specifically? Like, what's the name of the shop you bought it at?
I don't remember it exactly, but it had something with Dune in it. And it was run by elves. Pretty sure they were elves.
Okay. Run by elves. Dune. Okay. Well, that's more than we had previously. And is that?
I'm not in any kind of trouble, am I?
Don't think so. I mean, if the mages didn't, we're not about to kick you out. And if the mages didn't, then I'd say you're in the clear.
Oh, good, because I planned on staying for several more days.
Yeah. Okay. Good for you.
Yes, it is quite nice here.
There was nothing strange about this book before you gave it, sold it to the Mages Guild?
Other than the encapsulating cover, no.
Nothing strange about it at all.
No, I bought it. I enjoyed the cover. I never really even got a chance to look through it. I just came back here and got to speaking with a mage around there, showed him the book, and they said, "Oh, that's pretty nice. If you want to donate it to our library, we will host you for several days." And I took them up on the offer.
And ever heard anything? I mean, is that usual for Seaside Market goods? I say market every time. Bazaar. Seaside Bazaar goods. Is that usual for them to turn out weird like this? Or is that...
Well, I have never heard of it. But again, all I do is just read and read and read. Such is the lonely life of a scholar.
Well, why don't you team up with one of your fellow scholars then? You'll be less lonely.
Perhaps I may.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find one someplace. I don't know, university somewhere.
I could, I suppose, but again, and she kind of just like holds up the book. I just don't think anything will ever beat a good book.
Okay, well, have fun growing old and alone. Bye. Leave you to it.
So she kind of like looks like, oh, that was weird.
Don't mind him. It's late. He's a little grouchy.
Yes,
I've had my life force pulled away from me.
Now
Give me
that
a
you
break.
say it, I suppose it is a little late. I better be getting off to bed as well. Did anything else you require of me?
Nothing I can think to ask.
You've been most helpful.
All right. Well, if I see you in a few days, I'd like to know maybe what happened. But I will seek you out. And she kind of gives like a little wink and then walks away.
Well,
Did anybody else get a weird feeling about her?
yeah, she's weird. I mean, plenty of weirdos everywhere, you know?
I haven't been winked at in decades.
Yeah.
It's odd. All right, to the tavern then, friends?
Yeah, well, I don't suppose the Mages Guild can accommodate us.
Worth
Probably not.
asking. Maybe?
I mean, we are working for them, but they're paying us for that, so I doubt it. But yeah, I'm not going to say no to free lodgings. I just doubt it.
Couldn't hurt to ask.
Well, I'm not talking to the receptionist again.
Yeah, I
so-
was going to say, if we're going to go in, I don't want to talk to that asshole.
I'll go in and talk to him.
So y'all going to the receptionist?
Yeah, I'll go up and talk to him. Like, hey, any chance since we're doing some work for you, give us a place to stay?
Slixum says, yes, that actually was brought to me by Alisane. I don't know if you met her, our librarian, but she said to make the offer, if you will. We will gladly put you up for the night, and we have some leftover food in the dining hall, if you would like to partake in that as well.
Appreciate it.
Okay, that's nice. Very nice. I like you better this way.
And he kind of just nods and wants to be done with it all.
Real,
He's
Do you
like,
need
yes.
help?
right.
Compliment.
As we're kind
Does he
of
need help ending his life or what? Like, is the job that draining? And like, holy moly. It's like, is this guy, it's like this guy on the last shift of retail.
He's the midnight
deal with
shift.
it.
That's what you get. Midnight shift. You're not gonna get,
that's fair.
the people at the front that are just gonna be, oh, hey, how you doing today? How you doing there, Latte?
Yeah. All right.
All right, y'all want to call
Okay.
it for the night?
Yeah.
Well,
Get something to eat.
Yeah, go eat and do that kind of stuff.
All right, get some food. You eat up. Y'all are gonna take it a long rest, I assume, right?
Yeah, and then just
yeah.
kind of head. Yeah, I would assume. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Well,
long rest, and then we can Go check out the
All
Seaside
right, so
Bazaar in the
y'all
morning.
heal up, right, with the long rest?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and then you lose your level of exhaustion.
Woo!
Okay, perfect. So, what time y'all want to wake up about?
Sunrise?
Probably.
I don't know. Whenever
Roughly.
I wake up, I'll be honest. I don't think I have control over my sleep.
All right. Well, while we figure that out, we are
Yeah.
going to go ahead and take a break, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. All right, and we're back. And Ashley, you okay there? Saw you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I just
Okay.
ran, the water went into the wrong hole, and then
Yeah, I was about to say,
you know how it goes.
look like you were coughing up a lung there. All right, so we get to the morning, and when y'all awaken, we're gonna go ahead and say, let's see, Dewell, you're up at daybreak.
Yep.
Okay.
The sun just wakes me up.
All right, the sun wakes you up at roughly about 6:30. We'll call it that. And you're in these cozy, comfy rooms of the Mages Guilds, and ever so slight hint of roasted potatoes, and maybe even some tomatoes. Kind of lull that tummy of yours grumbling.
Since the other two are still sleeping and I would like to be polite, I just kind of go out to the dining room to grab some food.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna eat there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Till whenever
Alright.
they wake up, I guess.
All right, so
Yeah,
you go there and you get this hearty meal. You got the potatoes, you got those tomatoes, you got some onions, you got eggs in there. You've got a couple different types of pork products. It's pretty nice for a Mages Guild.
Yeah, it's not a cook's guild, huh?
It is not a cook's guild. That's where y'all need to go next time.
It's a great line. I wish I would have said it.
All right, but the other two wake up.
Head down, grab some food. So what do you make of all this, man? I say to Dwell.
Sorry?
I'm just kind of asking. Sit down after I grab my food. I sit down next to you, or across from you. So what do you make of all this weird book shit?
I've never heard of this. I've seen monsters in the woods, but I've never seen anything like that. And I've never seen it come from a book. This is all foreign to me. How about you?
No, I haven't seen anything like it. Is Wayne with us or no?
Well, at this point, he's like coming out. He's got his hair like completely like in a poof, and not half dressed, but like he's like still waking up.
Gotcha.
Hey guys, he sits down next to you. How you been?
Just kind of talking about the weird book.
Oh yeah. Well, what about it?
You seen anything like it?
Have you ever heard of a book transforming into anything in your studies?
Oh yeah. I mean, I just saw one happen just yesterday. This craziest thing.
It was pretty crazy to the point you've never read about anything like that or anything before, or
What makes you think I studied, by the way?
well, you said it earlier.
Well, I must
You
have
said
been
it to,
lying then.
yeah. You said to Reinhardt that you had studied.
Did
You
I?
also offered him
I
help
didn't
with
say that.
research.
Yeah, well, just because I know things doesn't mean I studied. Anyways, that's not the point. Point is, I've never heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling after the staff thing, man?
I mean, that felt pretty good. Seeing my enemy, literally get torn in two, pretty good.
I meant more you holding on to it.
Oh, well, I felt good too. Actually, pretty good. I mean, I understand why this guy felt the need to use it. That's what you mean. And I'm
Okay.
thinking maybe, maybe Reinhardt is going to feel that need too at some point, and we're going to find him in little bits down in his lab.
He at least
'Cause
seems
he's-
to understand it.
Well, sure, but he seems the kind to obsess over things, and I don't think that's a good thing to obsess over. But yeah, I mean, he does understand that it's dangerous. That's true. That's true. So, well, I wouldn't worry about him too much. I was just thinking about the books thing, and I mean, we obviously have the seaside lead, but at first I really was thinking maybe the library is haunted.
Yeah, that seems to be the place in common.
Well, I mean, it's either the market because both books. Well, we don't even know that the first book came from the market, right? It's just a hunch that Edward had. But if he's right, then that's a lead, huh? But could also be that the library is fucking haunted. What do I know?
That's could be.
This used to be an elven village, and
So
there's
ooh.
elves that are running this shop. They may have some animosity.
You're right.
Yep.
Elves. What are you thinking? It's a cabal of elves, bookshop elves,
Someone might be
enacting
upset.
vengeance
Is an idea.
through cursed books. That is crazy.
We've seen some crazy things, so
Yeah, but that's a bit tinfoil hat sort of thing. You know what I mean?
perhaps. What do you think?
You don't think they're connected, the staff and the books, yeah?
Nah.
The book incident happened way before the staff arrived. Or at least before. Oh, sure, way before.
I mean, it's possible, I suppose. But I don't see why it would. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way.
All right, guess you guys want to eat up. I'm all done here, and then we can head down to the bazaar and ask around.
Yeah, sure. So we're gonna be looking for a store owned by elves. Maybe elves. She said maybe. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it's by elves. And the name of the shop had Dune in it, and the book was the history of something. Something magical. And the cover was a rainbow covering an orb.
Yeah, the shop's called Doom, is what I heard.
Oh, Doom. I heard
Yeah,
Dew.
Doom in it, which
Like
is
sand, Dew.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I-
I guess we'll
maybe
have
I
to find
misheard.
out.
DM, was
I
it
mean, I don't know.
It's Dune.
Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Dune.
thought.
Yeah.
It just feels like, Doom is not the really welcome.
I felt that was a little bit on the nose.
Yeah. It's like, welcome
Doom.
to your Doom. It's like,
This is
Yeah.
the store called Doom where books are coming from. All right.
All right, y'all head to the bazaar.
Should we try to find Reyna before we leave?
well,
Just
I mean,
to one say goodbye, two, see if she wants to help us with this. Or,
I forgot about Reyna.
you know what? I'll just, I guess I'll go by the reception. I'll ask whoever's there. Is it the same guy? Probably not. He got sleep, right?
I assume that's on the way out. We can kind of stop by and ask, I guess, yeah?
She probably went to the tavern looking for us. We're kind of assholes.
No, he didn't.
I don't think she made it that far. I don't think she ever got that note.
All right, well,
So-
I'm ready to go.
So we'll head down, start heading out, stop by the receptionist and ask about Reyna.
All right, so it's a different receptionist. It's a very young man, and when you ask about like Rainer, that name, he has no idea who you're talking about.
Ah, fuck. The other guy. What's his name? Rodiger, something like that. The old
Rodiger?
man with
The old mage?
Rodiger. So Rodiger said she was called Lore something. It's that ring a bell? Brunette. No.
Brunette.
Just-
No,
She just came by yesterday.
Loren. She's a
Yeah.
She's a very short blonde woman.
What?
Yeah, she's a blonde woman. Yeah.
Did I accidentally con that good old Rodiger? Maybe I did. Well, that's funny. No, there's no way, because she definitely talked to. No, there's no way. There's no way. Okay. Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. Never mind. I'm not going to press the issue.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, I think that's okay. Just for reference, how long do we have the rooms for?
He kind of like looks around. He's like, I don't really know. I'm just here covering for somebody.
Yeah,
I can look into it though. What are your names?
Kyron.
Well,
He kind of writes them down. I will have an answer for that when you return.
should be under Alisane.
I will find that out as well.
Cool.
And then we'll just, I guess, leave it. Yeah.
To the seaside.
All right. Y'all going to the bazaar?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Y'all
Give me
don't
some
really
cursed
know how
books.
to get there, though.
I mean, okay, then I guess before leaving
You're
the
gonna
reception, I'll ask the guy, like, by the way, would you have any directions to go to the seaside bazaar, pretty please?
Yeah, dude. There's signs right outside the building. It'll take you right there.
Perfect. Well, I was told I didn't know where I was going, so I asked. But thank you.
Cidarian hospitality. All right, so as you make your way through the city, you get to the old district, you take that southern bridge down there, and then you're in the sticks. And there's a vast difference in the sticks in the old district. It's almost like the river that splits the city also splits the populace. So the sticks, again, is very worn down. It's a mixture of kind of like hovels and people not doing nearly as well as those in the old district. You get through all of that and you make your way into the Seaside Bazaar. As is known as Cidaris, is far and wide. Its location around the tip of the sea allows it to be a perfect stopping point between Nilfgaard, Novigrad, and Kovir. You can tell the market has been hit hard by the storm as merchants, dockhands, and everyone in between clean up the wreckage. Only a few stalls appear to be open. As you kind of make your way through it again, you're seeing all this cleanup. You find Falla-Doom books pretty quickly, as it's kind of in the back in this like off corner, and you know it's a large stall. You could definitely walk inside of it. Books are stacked in corners on shelves, and everything's pretty much in order. Like it has not really been hit by the storm. And two elves kind of meander about, kind of stocking and situating things.
I sort of turned to the well, like, you know, sideways glance. Want to take that one?
Because I'm an elf, they're gonna like me right away.
Oh, well. You said it.
Chances are higher than they'll like you right away, to be honest. So yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I walk in.
Hey, okay, okay. Is that a challenge? I'll do it.
I mean, as a Dwan, I mean,
It's fine. What we
There's a lot
talking,
of-
Karen?
I walk in, and in Elvish, I just say hello.
Ooh, fancy.
Alrighty, the first one that comes up to you is like a middle-aged man, sorry, like a middle-aged man. He kind of is like, oh, okay, and greets you back in Elvish, and then says basically, like, welcome to Falla-Doom Books. Peruse at your leisure, and should you need anything, just let us know.
Not in Elvish. Thank you. Still learning, so I didn't quite catch everything.
Okay.
The Elvish. I assume when he responded in Elvish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just thought I'd try it out. So just kind of take a look around, I guess. Do I see anything that kind of looks like the that kaleidoscope book cover thing? Does anything catch my eye?
Roll perception.
No!
Check.
6.
A 6.
Yep, that was bad.
No, there's nothing of that described. You definitely can tell that they're fancy books. They're kind of wondrous books. This is not a place that will have only mundane, like it's in the Seaside Bazaar for a reason, but nothing really sticks out to you like, oh, that looks exactly like what you have had described to you.
Okay. Help me. Someone write that down.
Write what down?
The name of the book.
The 2 books.
Yeah.
One book was called Solitary Digression, and the second book was called The History of something. We don't know what.
Cool.
It was something magical, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. I asked the shopkeeper. I'm looking for a book. Has to do with the history of some sort of magic, possibly.
Well, you'll need to be much more specific. As you can imagine, we have a lot of tomes and books dealing with histories of magic. We have this entire section over here. He kind of leads you towards it, and you look and you just see like a short history of magic from post-conjunction, from pre-conjunction, from anything and everything you can imagine. Like the histories of mages, of Temeria, of Nilfgaard. All of these things are kind of all scattered about.
And as I'm talking to this guy, do I get any kind of sense that he's kind of shifty?
No,
he's an elf. Of course he's shifty. Wow.
I mean, you can get that he's. I mean, you can roll insight. Yeah, roll insight.
Karen and Paranoia, name a more iconic duo.
Yeah. The skill again.
Hurt you.
21.
21. You get that he's not like deceiving or misleading you in any way, but he's kind of in a way nervous.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get. Does he seem nervous about something?
But not like just a hint of it.
Right. Hence all I needed. A friend of mine came in yesterday. I think it was I can't remember what she said it was. It was the other day. What was her name? Alarain. Kyle can't remember, but Kyron would.
Oh, Yularian?
Alarian, thank you. She bought a book. She said it was really good, recommended it. I'm looking forward. Do you have any kind of... And as I say that name, do I see any kind of change in the reaction?
No, that name means nothing.
Name means nothing, okay.
Nah. But you can also gather from a lot of this stuff that they're not exactly keeping track of too many names per se.
Sure.
Like, it's not shady, but maybe it's shady in that sense.
Gotcha.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and continue that conversation. It's kind of the book that she had there that she bought. That's the book I'm looking for. Just kind of ask, does he have a copy? Another copy?
And what was the name of this book again?
It was a history of something that we don't know, and obviously that's not very useful for you.
Again, yes. If you look on here, I have 24 histories of so and so.
The one thing we do know is that the cover was some sort of rainbow with its color covering over an orb. And guys, if I'm wrong, do tell me because I'm not sure now that I'm reading it.
Yeah,
That's right.
Okay, so,
So, yeah,
at
that's
this
what we-
point, he just kind of is like, well, yeah, I just work here. I open up the shop. You may have to speak to our manager.
God.
She'll be back
Wayne's such a Karen.
maybe like an hour or so, but I won't know anything to specifics such as that.
Okay. Okay. Guess we'll be back in an hour then. Oh, by the way, would you know about a book called Solitary Digression?
And he's like, it's sounds like something we might carry, but I'm not too sure.
Okay. Well, thanks anyway. Guess I'll have more questions for your manager.
So was it just... I was just going to ask the shopkeeper. Is it just sheer luck that your stall is untouched by the storm?
No, as you can see, we're kind of back in this corner over here, and well, a lot of people may think that it's out of the way, and maybe people will buy things before they visit us, but in this case, I suppose we were just lucky.
All right.
So, guys, what are we doing? Are we waiting an hour? Are we waiting around for an hour? This person to show up?
I can't think of anything to do for that hour.
I'm just gonna. I mean,
For my notes.
I say we can wait outside and like around for an hour just to see if someone comes in. Just kind of keep an eye on the place. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I guess I'll take a bit of that time to look through the shelves of the shop to see if maybe I can find a copy of Solitary Digression. I doubt I'll find one, but better than nothing. It might not even have come from this shop, right? But
Oh, you can roll investigation.
sure. Hey. Here we go. Okay. That's not big. That's 14. That's okay.
14. So you find books that may be somewhat similar to it, where they look like they may be kind of scarce or hard to find, but there's nothing exactly like it. And because you didn't actually get a chance to look through it, you don't really know what to really base that on, but you can just definitely tell that there's just very strange, old, interesting books here. So y'all waiting for an hour?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd be taking a look around the bazaar, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep around the shop and just check out other different shops, just kind of browsing through, but also keep an eye on the shop.
Yeah. And see how the
kind of looks like I'm shopping around, but more just kind of keeping an eye on the shop.
Okay. If y'all did want, I'll put this thing again in. And if y'all look through that, yeah, that should be able to play DM on. Yeah. Put that in there, that shop catalog, and why did I pull that back up?
Shop catalog.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, for that stuff, the cost will be cheap. Y'all can buy cheap costs because they're hurting because of the storm.
Right.
Makes sense.
These are all the shops that are at the bazaar?
Yep, that's anything you can basically find. Sure. I haven't found a really good way to do shops yet.
It's all right.
Without it putting in like ridiculous stuff in there. But yeah, y'all can look through that again. We can come back to it, and we can just say later on in this downtime you purchased this. So, all right. So y'all are waiting that hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'd be just looking at a bit on how the reconstruction is going. See how people are doing. But other than that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they're just putting stuff back up. a lot of wreckage that was thrown onto the actual like docks of it. Yeah, they're just kind of putting all that stuff back together. So at about 45 minutes or so, a little bit less than an hour, coming into the stand is this tall and imposing woman, and she starts to kind of speak with the elves, the two elves that are there. And as they speak, they talk for maybe like about a minute or two, and then those two leave, and then there's two more that come in like but they're pretty much right behind her, and then they start working the store, but those other two elves start to leave.
The fuck?
We weren't close enough to overhear anything.
No.
I guess I'll go and introduce myself to the woman elf before she leaves at some point.
Okay, so you approach her?
Because I assume that's the person we've been pointed at.
Okay, so do you approach the woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, I've been one of you're the manager here, correct? Or
I am the manager here. My name is Ayla. How may I assist you?
okay. So we were looking for a book, in fact, two books, and as part of an investigation, and we'd be hoping you could help us that way.
An investigation into what, may I ask?
Into these two books, madam.
What two books are they?
So one, which may or may not have come from your shop, would have been called Solitary Digression. Perhaps you've heard of it.
I mean, there are a lot of books passed through here. What did this book do?
Turned into a very mean ball of goo and attacked people.
So she kind of just nods. And it's like, well, I don't sell that type here, I must say. We do have plenty of books, but
You don't
last I
seem
checked,
surprised, though.
do what?
You don't seem surprised, though.
I mean, we hear all sorts of stories here in the bazaar. You'd be amazed what people bring in on their ships. So, needless to say, I've heard craziest tales as you can imagine. But a book attacking people, I suppose you're right. That does seem a little far-fetched even for me.
Not one, in fact, but two. Which brings me to the second one, who we've been told was bought from your shop. Problem is, we can't truly locate it, as we only know the first part of its title, A History of ... But we know that the cover was depicting a rainbow with its colors covering an orb. And we thought perhaps you could help us uncover what that book was.
I mean, books pass through here all the time. I buy, I sell them. I could be blamed for anything. Anything strange, everyone just says, oh, it's from the bazaar, it's from the bazaar.
We're not blaming you. We're just trying to uncover where exactly that magical, whatever it was, came from. No one's blaming you. We're just following the lead.
Well, I will keep my eyes peeled and my ears open in case I hear anything. But if there's anything around here you need assistance in, just ask.
Okay, is she on the level here? Is she like, being cool? Okay.
Roll insight.
There. 14.
14. So she says, you get the feeling that she is not being truthful.
All right, well, thanks for your time. And good day and good luck with the rebuilding and all that.
Okay, she kind of nods and turns away.
All right, then I guess I turn to the other two. So what do you think, guys? I think she's full of shit.
In my
In fact, I thought the whole deal with her coming around with two guys and then switching, shift or whatever seems weird, doesn't it? Seems like a military thing, like switching shifts like this, 2x2. I don't know, maybe I'm overreaching.
DM, how were those people dressed that were accompanying her?
Nondescript, general clothing.
Just regular looking people.
Yeah.
Them's are the worst. Regular people.
I feel like I'm almost at a dead end here. Honestly, if she's not able to give us anything, but I mean, what did I expect? She would just tell us everything that was going on.
Yeah, probably not. But I thought,
it's worth asking, of course, but just wondering.
I mean, I'm fairly sure she knows something.
I go back up to her and ask, do you have anything that's maybe not put out yet? And I slide her like a couple silver pieces.
Oh yeah, the bribe.
Works every time.
So she kind of looks at them and is like, well, we generally tend to put everything out here. And she kind of like takes the 2 silver and like pockets it. And was like, but thank you though. Subtract 2 silver.
I did.
He giveth and he taketh away.
Right. That's fine. I get the feeling there's something that we're missing here.
Yeah, your 2 silver.
Do you have anything special?
So she kind of
I'm kind of like
down.
I'm hinting that
she looks at you and she's
hang on. I'm hinting
something you're getting at. Just say it.
I mean,
like,
that's
what
fine.
do you want?
I'm looking for unique, rare, special items that maybe are worth a little bit more, and you're maybe not willing to put them out on the regular shelves.
I can assure you, given our circumstances, we need all the money we can get. If I had something valuable to put on display, it would be on display.
Okay. Do I get the sense that she's hiding anything? I mean, I think I already have, right?
Y'all have,
right?
Yeah. No, she's.
I'm trying.
Done the
yeah.
insight
No. I
checks,
get. I'm trying to figure out as if, like, there's that special like weird book collection section that she's hiding for certain people. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's not.
Okay.
She means when she says they need all the money they can get, and if they had something to sell you,
right.
If they had something special, they would sell it to you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess while Kyron still has her stopped, I say clearly you can see we're in need of assistance solving this. And did you have two security guards with you as you went up to the shop there?
It's like Gareth and Erden, or with me. We were all together. We own this. And at this point, you can see where she's starting to get kind of like fidgety and like nervous more so. But she just basically explains like, they're with me, they're not security, they work here and we work together. But she's kind of getting a little bit more antsy.
So you guys own the shop together?
If you want to be technical, I own it, but we are all together.
Business partners.
You guys managed to run your shop quite peaceably without many people interfering with you?
Is there anybody else around?
No, it's just y'all.
Just us? No one else in the shop? Just us?
No, there's people like outside of it, but no one's like
okay.
right there. Like
now, is this like
it's just the two
two
elves in the store, her, and then y'all?
Okay, 2 elves in the store, her and us, and then.
Are you preparing for a rampage or something? No witnesses. Let's go.
Okay. I go over to the door, and I shut the door.
It's an open stall.
Okay, so there's not a.
Are we kind of like in the street?
Are we like in
it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
no, y'all are in this open stall.
Okay.
Okay, so it's kind of like almost like a tent kind of looking thing, almost kind of.
It's like a big. Think of it like that with just think of like a generic market, but it's big enough for y'all to walk in and put.
Okay, I gotcha. See, I was envisioning like individual like kind of buildings kind of thing, but I guess
no.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. That's where I was confused. I was thinking Witcher 3, like the bookshop thing. Got it.
Well, it's more like the Witcher 3, Novigrad outside market, or like
that.
Right. That's
just
where okay.
Open, it's just an open bazaar. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Were you gonna do anything?
That changes what my thought process was.
I'm closing the market.
So if anybody else has,
I mean, y'all are essentially by yourselves.
Yeah,
right.
For me, Wayne, like, he was done with his questioning, and like he's kind of like he went off, and like he's somewhere like like putting his back on a wall or like a tree or something, and just deep in thought. But he's not like super near or anything.
Yeah. So, Kyron, you gonna do anything?
Not at the moment.
The door closed.
There's no door, like I thought there was, so it doesn't matter. My thought process completely changed.
Y'all left her, and at this point, she kind of makes this final, like, movements around, kind of switches a couple things up, and at this point, she begins to leave, and leaves the stall.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
In the middle of the day.
Kyron, you said you're following her?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
11.
11?
Yep.
Okay. So you follow her back at the map. Follow her through that seaside bazaar. Nimbly, she's kind of, looking around a little bit as you enter into the heart of the sticks down there. And you go through the town in that southeastern gate there in the bottom right.
Is it? Okay, it's just me, correct? No one of you guys. The other guys didn't come with me. Okay.
I'm not. If I see like you fucking, going in a direction, I'm gonna be following. Like.
Yeah, but you're behind though.
I'm behind.
Yeah. That's fine.
Y'all are y'all aren't like right there.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what's Kyron doing?
Yeah. Gotcha.
He just walks off. Well, see you later.
Bye.
All right, so you get to that sticks, the settlements that stretch beyond like the actual walls down there, and it's just ramshackle huts. It's flimsy tents. It's even poor compared to the other parts of the sticks. Merchants here with very illicit wares. Go here, it's very unregulated, very back alley.
Right.
A bunch of horses smell permeates the air of just garbage in there. And so you follow her back.
And she is by herself, correct?
She's by herself, yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
As I'm following her, I'm gonna look for a spot where I can, for lack of a better term, stop her, like ambush her a little bit. But I'm not attacking or anything. I just want to like stop her and talk to her by herself.
Well, then you can just stop her.
Okay, but I want to privately, like I don't want anybody around me. So I'm looking
Okay.
for like a back alley somewhere that maybe that's a clear area where
I mean, she's
we're
not
alone.
She's not walking through back alleys of the sticks.
Okay.
Like she's walking through the main roads.
Anyway.
But...
we'll get to that point, right? At some point, I stop her.
Okay.
And since there's no other place that'll let me do this by myself without other people walking around.
Well, let's just say you stop her outside of the gates, like back and all that.
Okay, that's. I
Okay.
mean, I wanted it to be a private conversation, so that's essentially what I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, so I stop her.
All right.
You seemed a little nervous. Thought maybe you want a better shot at saying something more privately alone. Prying
So
eye,
now she's,
prying
again,
ears,
like,
prying ears. You know.
she's very nervous, and it's just, look, what is it? What is it you want?
What do you know about these books and the weirdness of them turning into weird shit?
So at this point, she kind of just like slumps her shoulder. And she kind of looks around. She's like, just don't make a scene. Follow me.
I'm trying not to, and I will follow.
Okay. You follow her?
Mm-hmm. Do I get the sense that
Okay.
she's possibly like trying to set me up, though? I mean, I know that's with her slumping her shoulders, like
Dude's ambushing people on the street and still paranoid. Holy moly!
No, you don't.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just be aware. I'm kind of on high alert.
Y'all are finding out really quickly why I don't like traps.
I get you.
So all right. So you follow her back, and this should be fun because I'm gonna mess with the fog of war.
Do I
We'll
see-
see how this works?
Okay.
So y'all see that right there, the ground floor and the compass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all y'all see, right? Y'all don't see an actual building or
Well,
anything.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
blacked
I mean,
out.
We see like a bit of the left side of the building,
Yeah.
but not the inside.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
but you don't see any like. Okay. Do you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Do you see that room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. This will be a lot more fun in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
All right. So this is the little hideout that she takes you to, and I'll just open it up because she's gonna walk through it.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, you walk through. Fuck, where'd that page go? Okay. So you walk through there and you get to that that top right corner. All right. And it is her office. And I will stall for time because I X'd out the wrong thing. All right. You go back to her office. In the office, you have a large wooden desk. It's taking up like most of the room. It's back against the wall, not unlike that big ass thing behind me. Atop the desk is a quill and a bottle of ink and a leather-bound journal. A pair of decorative swords, like scimitars, hang on the wall behind the desk, like that, but kind of crossways. Now, maybe I should just describe my room. There's a single bed tucked against the western wall. All right, so
The garbage pan filled with.
The pan?
No, you said describe your room, so I said a garbage pan full of Kleenexes because
Okay.
I think I'm funny.
No, that's later. I empty those daily, the multiple ones.
Jeez.
All right, so are all three of y'all now here? Or is it just Kyron?
I see Kyron go in there, and I'm like, okay, well,
I guess we're going in, mate.
yeah.
Are y'all going
At,
in?
at some
with
point,
him?
I would have signaled to them to just keep an eye out and like follow me. Because I would assume I would have known they were following me as well. Like,
I don't know. Is he going? What kind
Does
of style
she
is it?
know- Have you alerted her to her knowing those other two are following?
I have not.
Okay, so y'all two are outside, and Kyron, it is just you and her in the office.
So
Yeah. Which
so,
which
you-
room was it? The office in? Was it like this one?
Top right. No,
Top right. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought
that one.
these are stairs, or is that a desk?
That is like a way to a basement.
Okay, so there's stairs. Gotcha. But it's this room, right? Okay.
Yeah, y'all are in that room.
Okay.
And you enter from that bottom left. But so it's just you two. Yeah, it's just you two.
Yeah. As far as I know.
Well, no, in this room it is just y'all two.
Correct.
Like, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because if they haven't come in with me or come in behind me at some point, then it is just us two.
I mean, at this point, we're outside, and I'm like, hey, Joel, so, that sign you made, you think, what? Are we supposed to follow him, or is this a date? What's going on?
I think it might be safest if we follow him inside.
You think? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about leaving him in there.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Looks
Oh,
like
I've
a
seen.
nice building.
Well, I've seen similar follow me into a house setups before, and it kind of sounds like a second location to me.
Oh, really? Is that an elf thing?
It's having to live in Novigrad thing.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, let's go in then. Breaking and entering. Not
Are
my
y'all
fault.
going in?
Yeah, going in.
Okay.
So I say to her.
All right.
I mean, have they
Well,
come in?
hold up. These two are walking in.
Okay.
So you see 7 mismatched chairs scattered about this common room. There's a couple of mugs and plates sit on a small circular table in the center of the space. A tattered and faded rug decorates the wooden floor. But there is nobody in the
Kyron?
room.
Kyron?
As I hear them, I'm just like, God damn it. Back here.
Not trying to be sneaky coming in here, just making them know we're here.
You don't hear them calling that out.
Oh, I didn't hear them? Okay. That's okay.
You don't hear them calling that out.
Okay. Then no response.
All right, so y'all call that out. Y'all yell out from that top door and from the right door.
Okay. Wait.
Four elves come in with swords at the ready.
Oof. Okay.
And just, who are you?
Do I hear any of this?
No, you don't hear any of it.
Okay.
We're with the Skellige gentleman here. We were with him. We were just a little behind. Did you see him? Did you see them come in through here?
Throw your weapons on the ground and sit against the corner.
Against the corner without our.
Throw your weapons down and sit in the corner.
I've already done it. Like, I threw my longsword out and I'm sitting.
Like, hesitant, but I drop my 2 daggers, short sword, longbow.
Just empty everything out.
Just
boot dagger, then the boot in the the dagger in the underpants, all of it.
All right. So y'all are now sitting against the wall, and 2 elves are just trained bows right on you.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So Kyron, we're going over to you.
Okay.
As you sit down, she offers you a
Wait a second. Just to be clear, like, in terms of the room layout, can we like if I put my thingy in, like, can we just to see who's in what room? Because I'm kind of confused now.
Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't get the damn thing on this to align with the grid, though. That's why it's kind of off.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I just want to
I can
see.
put
like,
no. You're good. I got. We'll put Kyron there.
Okay, and we're like in the front.
Yeah,
room
y'all are
there.
like right there. There you go.
Okay,
On top of each
cool.
other.
I need to make
Cool.
a smaller one. Smaller little token, like a round one like Asher's got.
Around. All right. So Kyron. So Ayla, invites you to sit down. She kind of pours you a drink, kind of hands it to you, and she sits back and goes, "All right. I think I know what this may be about, but just be open with what this is, your intentions."
I sit down. I don't take a drink. Look, my intentions
She takes
are
a drink first to show you.
okay. Then
that
I
it's
take a
not
drink.
poison.
Gotcha. Then I take a drink. Look,
You're poison. No,
I mean,
you're poison.
it's fine.
Yeah, she drank resistance, it turns
Sure,
out.
whatever.
I wouldn't do that. That would, yeah, no.
That's dirty.
I mean,
No. It's
anyway.
fine. I just couldn't resist.
that's fine.
Princess Bride.
Anyway, look, my intentions. I mean, you know, ill will. My intentions are just to get to the bottom of this. They're paying us some money to figure this out, right? You seemed like you didn't want to talk in there. Thought a private conversation would be better. So do you want to tell me what's going on?
So at this point, she kind of, again, she's reserved to what it is, but she's not going to self-incriminate. So she,
Right.
again, is just, get to the point. I'm a businesswoman. I understand all this.
Okay.
You and your friends have asked a lot of questions. It's very clear you have an accusation you mean to give. Just give the accusation. Enough with the questions.
Look, I don't have all the information, so I can't accuse you of anything. Our investigation led us to your shop. You seemed a little nervous. Do you want to tell me what's going on, and I'll take out a gold piece?
You'll, again, what is going on with what? Did something happen?
And
What just happened?
I go into detail and I explain what happened. The whole book turned into a blob thing. Do you know anything about it?
So she kind of takes a big sigh, and it's just, well, I guess I didn't think that the books would make their way to a mage's guild. We are what you would call, crude term is a shapeshifter. And she kind of holds out her arm, and like her arm starts to become like this, like a beastly kind of figure, like of what would be like a canine kind of thing. And then she kind of, you know, gets it back to a normal elven hand. She goes, we had a leader known as Navala, and she died. And we have been trying to resurrect her. I know how to do it. I just need the money to do so. She taught me how to fake these books, these very valuable books. And I used them to make easy money. We created those beasts. I don't know how to do it again, though. So if that's the real reason why you're here, is to find out how to create them, I'm sorry. I am not able to do that again.
No, that's
but everything we did was to try to get our leader back from the dead. I am.
How many books did you create?
Well, these two swords behind me, and she points to the swords. She goes, those are them.
As she points to the swords. Wait, the swords are book? Wait, what?
No, the swords behind me.
Right.
Yeah.
So she created the books. I'm confused. She points to
the book.
Okay.
So she explains, I have the original copies of these books. I will give them to you.
Okay.
You can give them back to the guild. You can give them back to whoever purchased them. Again, my apologies. I hope nobody was hurt. But we have about 8 of them, those 2 swords behind me. The rug that we passed over in the entryway is one as well.
Okay.
And
so these items all turn into weird shit.
There's a very crude way to put it, but yes. They
crude
turn
man.
into these different beings, if you will. Unfortunately, I believe the books probably had not fed in a while, and that was very short-sighted of me.
Okay.
But again, I will...
And that's all of it, correct? All that you've created?
Yes, that is it.
Do I believe her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you've
yeah,
rolled the inside. Yeah,
no,
done
I got you.
like...
I just was trying to make sure I believe that this is it. That's all that she created, these items.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got her against the wall.
Okay.
So she gets the books. She kind of goes behind her, and she gets these books, kind of fishes them out, and puts them on the table.
Do you know how to?
And goes.
Do you know how to like get rid of the little shifty chain shit?
Well, these are the regular books.
Right.
But the other beings that we have created, they are here and they are under our control. And I will give you my word that we will not put any more of these out. The only thing is, these are very valuable, and we still need about 100 golds in order to do our resurrection. And I am afraid I cannot just leave them or let you leave with them. And at this point, an elf comes through the door and sees you two. She goes, Ayla, they're intruders in the entryway. And she's like, is everything okay? And he's like, yes, we have detained them. And she kind of looks to you, Kyron, and is like, are they with you? Are they the two from the store?
Can you describe them?
And the guy describes each of them.
Unfortunately, they are.
Okay, let's go have a visit with them, shall we?
They can stay out. They can stay out there for a minute.
Okay, and then she goes, "Well, I wasn't really asking," and like that elf kind of like points to you to like get up and go to the entryway.
Okay.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Okay. So now y'all are all out in that entryway. And, Ayla kind of looks over the situation, sees them two against the corner with unarmed with bows pointing at them, and sees you. She says, again, it is my absolute deepest apologies. Perhaps a little negotiation can be in order. I will give you these books back, and you can explain what happened, but it will be for a price.
Which would be?
Not like we have much leeway here with these bows pointed at us.
Okay, so how much?
Okay.
DeWill, how much gold do you have?
How many? Hang on. How many items were there that were magically jacked with?
It was like 8.
2. Okay, so there's 8.
Something like,
So, okay, and plus the 2 books that were the originals.
Yeah.
Okay, I ask her, are there? Did you make was everything made off of an original?
We can discuss that later. Right now, we will discuss if you would like these books back. DeWell and Wayne, how much gold do y'all have?
28 gold.
DeWell, how much do you have?
I have 12 gold, not including the loot from at the beginning.
Oh, same actually, yeah. So it's
Okay.
like
Or purchases.
Yeah.
So 12.
It's
Okay, it's all your gold though. Okay.
She's okay. Hang on. She's wanting us to buy the original books back, right?
If you want to call it buying.
I'm not buying. I don't give a fuck about those original books.
Okay.
Like
So
you can keep these original books.
Okay.
I want the items that you created.
Well, you're not going to be getting those. So.
Items that you created? Sorry, what's going on here?
Yeah. And you might want to be maybe a little bit less forceful with your negotiation while we have bows pointing in our faces.
At this point, Ayla has now, everybody's in this room, and she says, again, I'm sorry it turned out this way, but as you can see, we hold, I suppose, all the proverbial cards, if you will. We will take this gold, and we will take these weapons, and we will return them at a later date. But until then, I think you should be going. And now she motions to Kyron to like give up like everything you have.
Yeah, that's not happening.
How many people are in this room with us?
There are 6 elves, and Kyron knows that rug is also a thing that will attack.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, so you're refusing?
There's a rug in there.
I'm not giving up my gold.
Okay, so now they're
I'm
coming
willing
to forcibly
hang on.
take it from you.
I'm willing to work out a deal, but I'm not gonna willingly give you my gold. Let's talk. We were having a nice conversation over a drink.
Well, we were having one until your tone changed. The way I count it is 8-on-1 here. So, again, there's not much of a negotiation, is there? Perhaps in the future you can use
But here's the thing.
less harsh tone.
But here's the thing. You work for a mage guild, right? This is all gonna come back. If you let us walk out of here, it's all gonna come back.
It may. It also may come back to burying you 6 feet under here in about 10 minutes. Which do you prefer to find out?
Well, to be honest, people of the Mage Guild know we're coming here, so if we suddenly magically disappear, it won't be hard to put two and two together.
And I quickly look,
perhaps.
and I look at
But
Wayne.
again-
Hang on, and I look at Wayne, and not of all of us use regular weapons.
Okay. Again, I fought with worse odds. So this will be the last warning. Give up what you have, or we will take it from you. And so now the elves are like moving in to take your stuff.
I'll let it happen, personally.
Well, your stuff's already taken. You and
Okay.
DeWell's stuff is taken. Like, y'all have nothing.
Take it. No.
So, Kyron, they're literally now at you, and they're about to start taking this stuff forcibly off of you.
Hold on. You see three people who come in who are paid to meddle, and instead of employing us to help you achieve gold, you decide to make 3 new enemies and steal all of our stuff, as if we can't go to the store and buy some more weapons.
I suppose you can, and you can track us down, but again, this is the sticks. I wish you good fortune. But the way I'm thinking about it now is there's no point in even allowing that. We should probably just slit your throats and put you in the basement. Move about our merry way, and I heard Kedwin is nice this type of year.
Oh, no, it's not.
So at this point right now, Kyron, they are taking the stuff from you. What are you gonna
Oh,
do?
I'm not letting them take my sword. I will gladly give them my gold, but they're not getting my sword.
Okay.
I'm keeping my weapon. You can have the
roll
gold,
it.
and we'll leave.
Okay, they're attacking you. Like, roll initiative if you're not gonna give up the sword. Are you giving up the sword?
Nope.
Okay.
23.
Oh, boy.
Roll initiative.
It's a 23.
Wait. Should I put some
Alright.
sad music?
Maybe. Give me a second to come away with this.
Hey, that's good initiative.
Is that an impression?
Huh? An impression of what?
All right,
Okay.
we're after use theater of the mind here. So,
Oh,
Kyron, you're up first. There are 6 elves around you. There's Ayla, and then there's the smothering rug
Right.
that is all around you.
And you don't have anything to show me where they're at.
No, I don't. I
Dang.
did not think it would come to this.
Yep.
So,
This is,
no. Again, theater of the mind. You're surrounded, so just
I get you.
pick a direction.
I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and I'm going to swing at the main chick that I was just talking to.
Okay.
Okay, we're going like this. Okay.
No, I'm gonna swing at one of the cronies.
Okay.
10.
10?
Yep.
10 does not hit. So you swing at her, and again, just very deft, moves out of the way ever so slightly. Anything else you want to do?
I didn't want it to come to this. Sword means a lot to me. You can have the gold, Keeping my sword.
So you're still saying you're gonna keep the sword?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't care.
Okay.
You can't. You're kind of surrounded, so you can't really move either.
Oh boy.
All right. That is a 20, but not a natural.
That hits.
All right.
Are they like going for the kill, or are they like trying to grab him and put him down?
I guess we'll see. All right, that is going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Reduced to half because I'm raging.
Okay. So that's 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 3. That was the nearest like crony. So this is crony 2. That is a natural 1, so that's gonna fail. I guess yeah. That is a natural 2, so that's gonna fail. This is the third crony. Sorry. So we got the fourth crony, who's around there. That is a natural 20.
Damn, promote that guy.
That is not. That's good for you.
He was the secretary.
And that is going to be critical. That is going to be 15 points of damage, so halved is 7, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, the 2 archers will now go. That is a 12. That does not hit.
Nope.
That is a 7. That does not hit. That's the other archer. All right. So now, oh my god, this fucking... Okay, just a second. Rug.
Rug.
All right, the rug is now going to attack. Okay. That is a 16.
Hits.
Okay. So it's a smother attack. Oh, roll a grapple. Is that a strength saving throw?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Or dexterity?
Is it-
Yeah, roll. Yeah, it's trying to smother you. Strength saving throw.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah.
$17.
17. Okay. You make it out. You do not. It tries to smother you, but you basically throw it out right there, but it does. No, I guess it, in addition. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, hold up. Sorry. It does 10 so bludgeoning damage, so that's 5.
Yep.
Okay. And now that's a rug. So now we have Ayla's turn. Ayla does an 8.
Is that 8 to hit?
Yeah.
8 does not hit.
They all rolled super high.
8 does not hit. Okay.
Yep.
Did they
no,
all roll super high, or did you not get my initiative?
What?
Because I'm at 19.
Yeah, I assume these
Oh.
guys are also in combat with me.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like,
I don't. Yeah.
I assume
That's
no
true.
one would
That's true. You weren't
consider me a
tied up.
threat.
That's true. You weren't tied up. Do y'all want to fight?
I mean, I don't necessarily want to fight, but I still want to like
Okay.
do my action and see what it yields. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Okay.
mage, right?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Go ahead.
Had an idea too. So
No, y'all go ahead. Man, I told y'all got to stop me.
Yeah.
I forgot y'all. I thought y'all were tied up. That was my.
I mean,
fault.
yeah. At this point, I was like, "Oh my god, they all roll."
No,
super
no,
high,
no,
you know?
yeah, no. That's I meant for y'all to be tied up. That was my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all go. Y'all go.
Okay, so basically, you know, as Karen is going for the fucking, you know, great sword hit, I'm like, Wayne is like, maybe we want to talk about this, and when basically everyone's just going into this brawl, I'm like, looking at the well, like, are we fighting? Like, and at this point, I guess I'll just be like, calm the fuck down, and I'll be like sneezing super hard in my hand, and then throwing this like weird like greenish powder through the room, and saying the alame and casting sleep.
But they took everything from y'all. Y'all don't have anything.
It's magical.
Okay.
Okay. So casting sleep, what it does is I roll 5d8, and going into ascending order, but of whoever has, okay, how to explain this? You know what? I'll just copy paste the spell because that's easier.
Okay. Yeah, no kidding.
It's so weird to explain, but basically, whoever has the lowest HP gets affected first. And hopefully they don't have that much HP, and at least one of them goes to sleep. That would be neat. So yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah.
So
I don't know how to explain this spell well, so.
Oh well, damn it! You're the one casting it.
I mean, basically, it's like
until the spell ends.
Say I cast this, and there's only 2 creatures in the spell radius, right? Then
Okay.
if one has 10 HP and the other has 15 HP, then first you go to the one that has only 10, and because I roll 25,
you
then
use
10 out of the 25, he goes to sleep, and then because there's 15 remaining, the other also goes to sleep, right?
Okay.
And because it's a small room and basically every one of the enemies are affected, though I assume the raw can go to sleep. Then depending on their HP, then they may or may not go to sleep.
Okay. So you're joining the fight then, right?
I mean, at this point, like I see the fucking trying to hit each other with great swords and swords and shit. So I'm like, well, I guess we're fighting now because if you're swinging at someone with a sword, you're trying to kill him, right? So.
Well, I mean, again, we talked about this. That doesn't necessarily mean it. Like,
what do you mean?
well, you get knocked unconscious.
Yeah, okay, sure. But that's like a mechanic thing. To me, if you're swinging a sword at someone, you mean to kill him. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to be. It's not really an ambiguous move. You know what I mean? I mean, I see what you mean. I guess I see what you mean. But like,
I should. Okay, if that's the case, then no, they don't care to kill you. They just want the shit.
Yeah, I mean, in the same way,
now they're being attacked. But
I don't want to resist, and in this way, I'm yelling like I don't want to fight, but I don't want you to kill him, and I'm casting sleep, and like I'm not trying to arm them, but like I'm trying to disarm them.
Okay.
I'm trying to cool down the fighting, basically.
Okay. So you roll 5d8?
Yeah, 25 total.
Oh, 25? Okay. So how are you going to do this when you don't know the hit points?
Well, it's up to you because you know the hit points. Okay. And I don't choose who's affected. Who's affected first depends on who's got the lowest.
And it uses that max amount.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay. What happens what happens with leftover points?
Basically, if there's like 8 HP left in the pool and the next guy has 10, then it does nothing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then we will just say, because those ones at the bottom are the ones that we're at anyway. Okay, so the 2 archers. What, you said 25?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, no, 1 archer falls asleep.
Woo! That's better than 0.
All right, so 1 archer is asleep. And, okay. Is that all you wanted to do?
I guess I'll turn to Duel and go. Hope you've got some surprise in your bag of tricks. Casting bardic inspiration.
Pretty much shocked in seeing the numbers completely against us. I urge Kyron, just give him your damn sword before they kill you.
I am in a rage and I do not answer.
Yeah, I'm good. That's it.
All right, Duel, is that it?
I'm still back there like non-combatant. Like I'm not gonna move anything.
Okay.
I'm like,
all right, Kyron, back to you.
So I see. Okay. So I saw him cast that, and one of the archers was down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm surrounded. Still.
Y'all are all cornered and surrounded. Yeah.
It's Rambo.
Right,
He's
right,
not
right.
going down.
I'm gonna try a grapple on the main chick,
Okay.
the one I was just having a conversation with.
Okay.
That's was that a strength against strength?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be strength against strength.
That's a natural 19 plus 4. 23?
It's exactly the same.
Oh,
Like I shit you not.
Oh.
So what does that mean?
That's a good question.
Wait, what?
It evens out then, or
We rolled
Wait,
the
what
same.
happens?
Yeah, so it's
it was literally exactly the same, like a 19 plus 4.
On wait,
But
well,
it's not a strength on. Doesn't the person just make a strength saving throw?
Yeah, I mean, what were you trying to do? I'm confused.
Trying to
I
grapple.
was trying to grapple my grabber.
Grapple. Yeah, grapple. Okay, grapple is whoever's trying to grapple makes an athletics check, and
Athletics.
whoever's trying to prevent it either makes athletics or acrobatics. It's the choice, depending on what's best.
Okay,
So
And
it's
well-
basically the same.
if it's equal, I believe that
It would have been this.
if it's a tie, basically, I think whoever's making the grapple succeeds because it meets the DC. I mean,
Right.
I think I'll have to double check. I'll try and double check if you want.
Yeah, real quick, because that's gonna
Okay.
affect things. Her athletics would have been a +6, correct? If she's
Yeah,
the
no,
same.
you got it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
That's the +6.
So we would have gotten it would have been a tie on the rolls, right? The rolls would have been the exact same, and if a tie
Yeah,
goes
I
to
mean, if not the plus, because it would have been
Right.
a +6. You said instead of a +4, right?
yeah for athletics
Yeah,
because
so,
you added
okay,
the
so
proficiency bonus.
If the defender's check is higher, they are ungrappled. But if the check is equal or lower, then they get grappled.
Okay. All right. So it's grapple.
Okay, so I grab her. If I've got her grappled, then yeah, I've got my sword kind of to her neck. Call him off. I just tell them to put down their weapons.
She says, she just gives you a look of like, you're still not in position.
I mean, that's what she says.
Yeah.
I slit her throat.
Is it? How does that work?
I mean, we're still in combat, and we are,
Yeah,
we're
you
like-
can't just. it's
We're,
not-
we're within the rules of combat, so if
It
you
would
want
count
to
as an
attack, then you make a roll, right?
Yeah.
An attack on
that's
someone who's
with-
grappled.
with advantage, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think so. Grapple just means you can't move away, basically.
Okay. So it's just a regular attack. But your grapple, isn't that your attack? I mean, your action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so you can't attack.
okay. And right now, correct. But
Yeah.
Within the next 6 seconds, you're going to do it.
pretty
Well,
much,
no,
yeah.
Like,
If
but
you
your turn
live.
is over, right?
Yeah, so whoever's next,
okay.
that's fine.
Okay. All right. So,
Big sword, it
technically-
moves slow.
yeah. Okay. All right. So
I
we
mean-
got.
Yeah.
Back then. That is a 16. Chiron.
Yeah.
So that hits. That is going to be 5 points.
Of what?
Bludgeoning.
Is that already halved?
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. It was 10. It was to 5. My fault.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So next one goes. That is an 18.
Hits.
That is 12. So that's going to be 6.
I'm unconscious.
Oof.
Okay. All right. So with you being knocked unconscious, you obviously let go of Ayla, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So when you get knocked unconscious, this next the next two elves turn to Wayne.
No,
So
no,
Wayne-
no, no.
Wayne, they go to attack you.
No.
That is a 8.
Misses.
Okay. So he didn't do anything. Next one. That is a 10. That does not hit.
Nope.
All right. One archer is asleep. The other archer aims for you, Wayne.
No.
That is a 14.
Hits.
That is 8 points of damage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
8 points of damage. All right, so we're back to Ayla. So Ayla sees Kyron on the ground. She takes his sword and says, basically, like, holds it towards y'all two and says, "Are we done here?"
Yeah. I didn't want to fight. All right. I just didn't want you to get crazy, and I just wanted to calm things down, smooth things over. I'm good.
She says, "Well, again, for what it's worth, we try to do it without violence." He
I
made
tried
the
to.
attack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was there. I saw it. Okay.
Okay. So at this point, she turns back to everyone else and says, "Gather everything. We're leaving." And the one archer is asleep. So at this point,
Yeah. I wave the spell. He wakes up.
yeah, okay. So at this point, it's like combat's over. And she says, "If you want to attend to your friend, you may. But the rest have trained weapons on you all. Like 2 of them have trained weapons. And she's staying there with the sword. And the rest are kind of gathering all of this stuff up."
Okay. I'll just wait until they're done, I guess.
Okay.
No fast movement, no sudden movements.
So, Kyron, you're awake now, right?
I don't know. Did he
Did
heal
y'all
me?
did y'all kind of bring him back?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't touch him. I mean, I'm waiting until these guys leave. Are they leaving?
Oh, well, she's letting you
Yeah.
raise him.
Okay. Then
if you would
I'm
like.
I don't know. I mean,
We're out of combat, so
yeah. I mean, it's just without making any
Okay.
sudden movements. I guess I'll like.
No, she's like letting you. Yeah, she's like, "Go ahead."
I'll slap him around until he wakes up.
Okay. All right. So now they've kind of gathered these things out, very quick sacks, very quick satchels, and they file out the front, and the rest kind of maintain, their bows on you. And she's holding the sword, and she kind of just looks towards Kyron, looks towards you all, but really towards him, and goes, "Well,
How much did
better
you
luck
heal me for,
tomorrow."
Asher?
What?
How much did you heal me for?
I didn't heal you. I just slapped you around.
Wake up.
I mean, you're unconscious, right? So just,
Yeah, I went unconscious, so I have to be.
Then I guess
I have to
you're
be healed.
unconscious.
I have to be healed to be able to get back unconscious, right?
Then you're sleeping.
Right.
Then.
So then I can't hear any of this if I'm
I
still
guess-
unconscious.
Okay. Then she looks down at your unconscious body, says, "Well, better luck tomorrow," and they leave.
That's even better, actually.
So they're all gone now, and after about maybe within 5 to 10 seconds, you just hear kind of this like burning from the hideout.
Okay. Hey, Dewell, you mind giving me a hand? And I'm like pulling.
Yeah,
Carrying
absolutely.
by the. I'm like pulling him. Like.
I grab the other end and try to lift him up, get him out.
All
there.
right. I think that's a good way to stop.
Yeah.
Got a lot done.
I'm traumatized.
Yeah. Well, that was not in the. That was not in the session makeup.
That's
but
that's
hey.
the beauty of D&D, right?
I know.
I got-
and now.
I'm gonna ask this because
Boy.
I'm gonna ask this and I want this to be asked on air because I want to know and I'm sure the people want to know. Why did you two walk into the building?
Maybe.
Third location rules.
Look, I'm gonna say this
Second.
between all of y'all.
Had you not walked into the building, I could have just had a conversation with her. We'd have been fine.
Here's the
Nah,
thing. No, here's
seriously,
the
take
thing.
your
Look, I'll say this before y'all all say it. Y'all walk into the building, probably not the smartest idea,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
y'all gave up on an impossible situation. And I don't know if all of y'all did that.
What do you mean?
But we'll see.
What-
But no, it was.
Oh, we didn't all.
I mean,
give up.
I didn't think
Yeah.
getting into the building was a good idea, but at the same time, I follow my party, and if I'm given no information, then I act with the little information I have, right? So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, my
I
big
did
thing
think
was-
that I did think confronting the suspect is fine, but like going into their home where there might be any kind of whatever, it's like, well,
All right.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
I mean,
'Cause we definitely
worst
need
case-
to talk
worst
off
case-
camera.
Yeah, but just saying, worst case scenarios is even if you guys don't go into that building, she takes my shit. Chances are, me knowing you guys aren't in the building, I don't fight back on that situation.
it's
Just-
helpful that you
just-
fought back.
Just saying.
See, this is why we need like a Tuesday or Wednesday thing where y'all can come hash this stuff out.
Possibly. We'll figure it
I
out.
think that's gonna do it though. Are we all good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
good.
Okay. We went long today. It's the longest one.
Little bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit longer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank y'all again for joining us. Y'all watching the VODs on YouTube. I hope y'all stuck around. Well, if you're hearing this, you definitely stuck around till the end. Again, every Wednesday, it is uploaded to YouTube. All the links are below. Find out everything there. I think we finally have a lot to talk about in the campaign. But until next time, we'll see y'all.
See ya.
See ya.